didn't do it in a voice.
Hey, I'm recording.
I could. I'm writing a letter back to my father.
Alright. Old Pappy Kobold.
No, his name's not Pappy Kobold.
Yeah, well, that's what we know him as.
His name's Mogmer.
Yeah, I bet it is. Sounds like a kobold name.
Dear Pappy. Hold on.
As I eat this hoagie, I think of you.
Yeah. Dear Pappy, the adventure so far has been to much excitement. We came upon a camp there with cat folk who was of the nefarious kind, and after much commotion, we did manage to subdue them. Shikax, the rat folk that's with us, he seems to be of the more, how should I say, shady type, and seemed to take great pleasure in torturing them cat folk there, which I didn't much take kindly to. But as being that my salamander friend here is my boss, I couldn't much make too much of.
Not a salamander. I'm a fucking frog, you piece of shit.
Frog.
Oh man.
I tell him that you're. I told him you're.
No, that's all in the letter. That's all in the letter.
That's now in.
No. I see that. I spied that, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. The salamander never showed up. Like, correct this. I later after you finish your letter, I like have a red pen and I mark that out and I correct you.
I give it to you to send to my pappy.
And I make sure I look over and I censor out where we are and shit like that. I redact things.
In this new and dangerous land here, we decided to make camp there for the night, and
redacted.
In the middle of the night, we were attacked by multiple chick birds. That was just a terrible chick birds, and but surprisingly, Shikax, the chick bird killer, he made quick work of them and everything. And,
redacted.
He'll probably make a really good meal for us later on the trail.
Redacted.
Then he took great pleasure, like I said, in torturing them poor catfolk there, even though they was up to no good.
Leave that in.
Did expire them in quick order, and then we try to make our way back to go find some more information for Boss there, looking at his artifacts and everything. And we came upon another kobold folk, and you wouldn't believe it, but he didn't talk like he was from Plague Slough at all.
Redacted.
I started to think that there was maybe lots of kobold folks that don't live in the swamp.
Definitely not sending that to your dad.
Anyway, his people there, they you know, patched us up real good, and now we off on our way to find this wizard fellow, and we're gonna have to make a choice on which path to choose. Apparently they're different and all.
As Gang finishes reading this letter, he lights it on fire and never sends it.
Drazel that I missed them very much, and I hope to be soon. I hope to be home soon as my journey completes.
And I burned the extra bit right there.
Your dear son, Dazo.
That's all I send. I send yours truest, and everything else is burnt up, and I send it off through the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay.
The rest, they got none of that. You don't know this, at least until you hear about this.
So the big thing that happened last session is you guys backtracked and had to turn around and work your way back in the direction you were originally going the week prior.
We're heading for the Brown Hills to find.
So how much time has passed?
No. We ended up. Look, I just listened to the end, and we are going towards the Brown Hills. We are searching for the Tegu guy is probably going that way. There's also a man we need to talk to, and 3 paths we have to choose from. Like, it's all in the same direction.
I forgot about the kobolds.
Yeah, like, we're working away.
Back right on track.
And you made friends with that one kobold. Hopefully he will come back into play later and save your butt or do something for you.
That's how them kobolds do. They really help out and everything. They're good people. That's what I'm saying.
Says a kobold.
I may be biased as a kobold, saying that they're good people, so.
Well, I'll make sure your dad hears all about it.
Alright, so I finished writing my letter. I penned it, I hand it to you, gang. Say, hey boss, next time we get to like a carrier pigeon or something, can you send this there to my papa, please?
And then I do my sensor, and maybe I don't burn it. I just I block out bits, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like after we camp, and I make my bombs, and I think I have to roll my intelligence for my bombs real quick, and then that'll be that, right? Am I getting more bombs?
So, Jess, I do have a question for you then. Seeing how we met with that guy and we've turned back around, does like days pass? Is this like a journey here? Or is that, are we taking like a what do you call it? Like, do we get any rest in between there? I need to know if I need to refresh my spells. Do I get a chance to meditate on my god?
You will, only because Joey's taking time to work on his bombs and everything. So we'll say that after you guys met up with the kobold, they started moving along. You guys found like a nice little spot just to kind of sit down and rest since you'd been walking all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just kind of rest your legs and stuff before you turn around and start walking back in the direction you had come from.
Okay. Alright, excellent. So...
Is there anything you need to do, Owen, while you're resting?
So then we consume a ration, I assume?
Unless my rat guy came back. Was able to find out.
Oh yeah, his rat head went off after the shadowy figure in the night too.
Okay, so as you can each mark off one ration. As you're waiting, you see a little rat scurry back up to you. Trillix.
Yeah, I just like reach down and let it fall in the bush. Whisper its rat singing in my ear.
Okay, what you gather from your rat is that it was able to follow that figure up until it got to a fork in a road. But after that, it could sense something that was blocking, like what it could see, and the figure just kind of disappeared before it could see which direction it went down.
Okay, and this was like ahead of us. So this is basically like at the fork in the road you described before.
Yes.
Described rather. Okay.
This is the triple fork.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep it to myself now. So.
Okay.
Depending by my roll, I think I get one bomb, and I pick two of the things. So I'm gonna get the one on the fuse, and I'm gonna get multiple bombs. So I have unstable fuse bombs. I got two of them, I think. That's how that is. So 2 unstable fuse bombs that I guess are just bombs. Have the base bomb abilities, is how that works, I think.
Let's see.
You spend time performing. Alright, so they should have the base near area, ammo, Pearson, and 2 of forceful messy. So I think I picked between those, and I set them ahead of time.
2 of those. You pick forceful, messy, piercing, fire, or stun. You can pick 2 of those.
Alright, I'll make them, to keep it simple, I'll make them forceful stun bombs. No, wait, yeah, forceful stun bombs, because they're unstable, and that seems like the least of my worries. Alright, I'll add that real quick. So that's how those work. Alright, and then I got my other 2 from last session that are still whatever I want them to be. They're stable, and they got like the fuse I can pick how long it takes. Oh, no, wait. I got ammo. I don't have the fuse one. I got +1 to ammo, and then I can pick whatever it is. And for the third effect, I believe I picked stable because you used that as like a plot device when I dropped it. Sure, it was important.
Yeah, on the last ones.
Yeah.
The last one you had stable, multiple varieties, and +1 ammo.
Alright,
And you had a total of +2.
there you go. Just clear it up. Stable. Multi. And fuse. Alright. I think I'm good. I don't really want to fuck with my mutagens. Well, wait, maybe.
Alright.
Only one
Sarzo,
potions.
What? What's up?
You gotta do your. Do you have to do anything for your spell stuff?
No,
Or
I
do
just
you-
meditate
you're
to
just
my god,
meditating?
and then it refreshes my spells. So I had temporarily forgotten 2 of them, but now upon meditation, they've been granted back to me. And
Been
during my
thinking a little bit
meditation,
harder on 'em?
yeah, during my meditation, I maybe question a little bit, like why the gifts that Celedris has given me didn't seem to work. I feel like I'm a little unworthy because upon trying them, I failed. I feel like maybe I'm undergoing a trial here. I need to earn the right to use them.
During your meditation,
Mhm.
you have the feeling that you are the waves at the beach, but every time you go to crash into the beach, there is no beach. You just fall a little bit further back into the ocean and start approaching the beach again, and you can never truly hit the beach. So you'll have to figure out how you're going to interpret that.
Okay.
Oh, and that thing I linked, that's what I'm thinking of when it says you can't use my bombs, but I'm not sure if it's something I pick or if that's just how they work. I think that's if I roll bad or something. So you might actually be able to use my bombs.
I was trying
Yeah,
to get my health bar on this guy to like link properly for his health to show it, but it just doesn't. Can't get it to work.
Okay.
There's
Can I roll to try using a mutagen? Just because I might as well. So I know what it is. When you spend time in a lab, but we'll say I just need to camp. I drink a mutagen, I roll Constitution on a 10 plus, choose one advantage, and you may end the effects whenever you choose. Choose an advantage and one disadvantage on bad. I want to see what happens if I can. If you're all right with that.
you can always give him like a -1 or something to his roll because it's in the wild.
I just like that. If I fuck up, I think like it has to be explained what happens. Or the big disadvantage: mutagen permanently warps your form somehow. You get to explain it. So that's kind of why I want to do it. All right, Constitution roll. I rocked it.
Alright.
So 10 plus. Choose one advantage, and you may end the effects whenever you want. So advantages: take ongoing strength, dex, con. Increase your damage die by 1 step. What is gustatory sense? What is that?
Visual.
I can smell
Your
with my
gut
butt.
senses.
My gut. Gustatory.
Well, you know that feeling when there's danger approaching?
Yeah, it's George Bush. Feel my guts.
I don't think of my stomach, I think I'm good.
Alright, I'm gonna... Damn it. Oh no, they're all so great. I'll just take the +1 to, let me see what my stat I want to boost there is. +1 to strength. So it says I add 3 strength, I guess. So I get whatever bonus would be there. So I have to take that off when I get rid of this. And apparently I can have this as long as I want until I pick another one. So +1 to strength. There we go. All right, I drink my concoction, and then you see like veins like pop up through my little lizard arms, and I bust out a few muscles. Not very
Are you a
big.
lizard or a frog?
Frog arms. See, you've got me confused. You're Caitlyn Jenner in me. I identify as a salamander.
I'm not confused about
You're a
that.
frog who identifies as a salamander. Excellent.
I thought your arms. It looked like there was lizard arms there for a minute.
They did,
Yeah,
didn't they? They looked like lizard arms for a moment,
Oh yeah.
but then they went back to being frog arms. You know? You fuck. Maybe you're magic. Maybe
Is doing crazy things to you there.
maybe you're that kid from Twilight Zone, and the things you think become real. And now I'm a lizard man. Anyways, I'm a little more ripped now. I got +1 strength. I walk up to you guys like, hey, and that's that.
Do you give a thumbs up and like pop your collar?
Oh, yeah, I don't have a collar, but you have to. Oh yeah, I do have a collar. Yeah, the collar's already popped though. I just give you an A, pre-pop
Or
collar.
you fold it down to pop it?
Oh yeah, I walk up very like dignified. I have it down and then I pop it up. I came up with it down. You're like, something's up, and then it's the collar, and then I'm going, hey.
Boss. To kind of give you a nod. Take a hit out of a tiny little pipe because it's only like the balls there.
That's a nice pipe you got there. Mind if I take a toke?
I hand it to you, but I'm like, it's pretty harsh. Make my throat a little raw.
I take a little frog hit of it, like, and I want to blow out smoke things like in that show. So I'm gonna roll dex to see if I blow what I want to. Yes, I do.
There you go.
And I blow like a smiley face, like I blow like a big circle, and then 2 little eyes, and somehow a smile, and they just go out into the ether. There you go.
And I shoot one in response that just destroys it with a shot to the forehead.
Oh god.
Just kind of like explodes and sends the smoke in all directions.
Like, that was uncalled for, but it was pretty cool.
You don't get in on some of that dodge though?
No. Like, off the pipe, too.
Stars is good.
Those are straight edge. He's got SXC on his hand.
Can't be anything but immune to toxins, so he can like drink all the booze and smoke all the weed. It just doesn't have any effect on him.
So,
Like natural toxins.
even if it did, you wouldn't be able to tell just the way he is.
You're like Wolverine.
I didn't realize the ramifications of this.
Why am I albino?
Anyway,
We get
Alright, so you
get
guys
nice and
ready
ripped,
to
and
begin your journey for tonight?
yeah, I'm feeling strong.
Alright. You guys, rest up a little bit, rub your feet, get yourselves back together, clean up camp, and start heading back out.
I turn into a cat and give myself a good licking.
I watch this.
You watch with disgust and slight jealousy.
I'm studying it, and the centipede gets close to you, just to watch.
Felix is probably wondering what's going on.
nah, I'm
cat
just
friendly
not
forms.
I'm just like idly watching him, looking.
You seeing this over here? He's a fucking cat.
See you, boss. Nothing is keeping my attention for long.
I transfer back into the cowboy form.
I figure the
Alright.
rat folk don't like cat guy too much, anyways.
Yeah, but I give him a pass.
And then back to our journey.
Alright, when you guys, start working your way back, you notice that at one point, the road kind of splits off between this hill, where you can either go to the left or the right. Both of them seem to be leading still in the same direction. There's just a pretty large hill in between that you can't see over.
I'll consult my my rat for this to see which one he took. Or was this the spot you're talking about? I thought that the
No, this is not the spot I was talking about with your rat.
Well, I
What
consult.
are we looking at? I just see a blank space. I got our map pulled up, but
No, it's just a fork in the road, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are just kind of on
I'll
your way
consult
back
my
to the
rats
hill.
to see which one.
Which fork seems like?
Well, is this the three path?
Do they seem equally traveled? Or?
Is this the
This is
3?
not the 3 path.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them are, pretty equally traveled. They're worn
Which
the same.
one did my rat say the shadowy guy went down?
Is there any difference between the fork two, or is it just kind of like middle of the plains here and the road just forks?
You're
Right.
in the middle of the plains, but there's like a hill in between where it's forking. Like you're forking at the base of the hill, and it gets up. It's probably a good 15 meters high at its highest point. So I mean, it's pretty good distance.
I think. And what time of day is it?
It's always dusk.
Well, it's always that dusk kind of feel to it. It gets a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, but not very much. Since you guys' eyes were all adapted for that anyway.
Which one did my rat say?
Your rat said it didn't come down a path, and that I'm right here. You know for a fact this was before you guys' previous camp.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright,
this
yeah,
is a
boys,
different path because you guys came a different way and split off from where the kobolds were at.
It seems
And there-
like we're at a bit of a choice here, there, boys. But if you don't mind waiting on just a little bit here, I'll get this figured out for us, and I'll let you know what's going on there. And I shapeshift into a ibis, like one of those storky birds you see around
Okay.
here. So let me roll.
I'd clap.
my shape-
Never seen one of those. Oh, you haven't shapeshift yet.
Wisdom, it looks like. Give that wisdom a good old roll. Oh, by the way, I was confused from last time. Am I still confused?
I figure we
We'll
rested.
say that your rest has got you to come back. You did your meditation,
Brought me from clarity. Okay.
which even it's up to you if you feel confused by your thing, but we're gonna say it's not a ability that you have.
Yeah, I still feel like I have to prove myself to my god and everything, but I don't feel confused anymore. I think that was passed for now.
I just realized your God saying mediocre.
I got a 3 there. So let me give myself 3 hold.
I don't know why it doesn't show your character's picture when you.
And I take the form of the bird there, and I get 2 moves that goes with that. That's up to you there, Jess. 2 moves that I can spend my hold on.
And you're a bird.
Yeah, like one of them big ibis. Like
We will
things.
give
Can I
you.
hold my rat up to him to?
Never said eyes might be good, friend?
Just hold my rat up, like he can pick it up and just go together.
Just eats it. He ate the last animal you handed him. Remember?
the
Unfortunately,
answer
I should have turned into an owl for that, because it would pick up a rat real easy. They do that, but I think the ibis mostly feeds on bugs and stuff.
Yeah, they're thinner birds and everything. They've one feel.
Yeah, I don't think I could carry I don't think an unlated swallow could carry your.
Just gonna hold on to your neck.
2 unweighted swallows if they toyed a rope between their bills.
So that's all my scotch. So what moves do I get here?
Alright. So you're gonna get bird perception.
Oh
It's
shit.
gonna give you the ability to see, greater detail on the ground rather than, the regular stuff that you see that far above.
Gotcha.
Because you're probably not gonna need an attack or anything, but
This
I'll
bird
give you-
doesn't attack.
I'll give you a dive.
Okay.
Kind of dive down if you need to attack using it, or you just need to scoop into an area, you can use that. It'll be
Alright.
kind of like a stealth move.
And I fly.
Did he pick my rat up?
No,
he's not gonna be able
I should have turned into an owl. I'll think about that next time.
I'll just shrug and put it back.
And then I just kind of let out a sound that one of those birds make. I have no idea what sound that is. I don't think it's that at all.
Not even close.
I'm googling it.
This is-
Call of the Ibis. It's a Metallica song.
It's not the sound that it makes, it's the sound that they make in this world. And,
Oh shit! The sound they make is pretty much. Oh, and they scream. That one wasn't far off.
And I swoop up into the sky, like very high, and I sort of fly gracefully over the hill there.
While going.
Survey the general area. What do I see? Do you want me to make a roll for that, or?
Well, I'm pretty sure if you want to use your perception, your bird perception, right?
Yeah, if you want me to do that, I can just spend a hold real quick, and we can consider it done.
I mean, that'd be the easiest way here. Flying over
so I
stuff, you're
spend a
looking
hold,
down.
and I use my sharp bird perception to peer
we call
not
eagle
at
eyes.
corrupt things that might be in the ground, but instead any dangers that.
Alright, you look for any kind of danger. You're not seeing any kind of packs of anything. You see some small little mice or something
You notice a
scurrying
few
around by the
grubs.
ground. On the left-hand side of the hill, as you fly over, you notice a large crate. It's like a large box that's kind of like buried halfway into the ground. And on the right side, you see a rock person who seems to be sitting by the side of the road, looking very sad.
Oh no.
And which path is that? The left or the right?
The rock one is on the right, the box is on the left. Other than that,
No reason we can't split
both
up.
passes seem really,
Well,
smooth
it's up to
to
Darzo to
yeah.
tell us what he knows.
How big is the box?
Well, I'm gonna go see that rock man. I gotta.
Yeah,
How big's the box? How big's the box?
Personally, I'm
how
just
big
gonna.
is the box?
I gotta get that rock man
Okay.
semen.
But the size of could like one of us at full size fit in it, or is it like?
Why?
It would be
Why you gotta get in
smaller.
the box?
Yeah, you could fit in it if you were like a contortionist.
So you gotta be that
But,
But
Ocean's
maybe
13
like
guy.
solid,
But, get like a new Dell
then again-
computer
there can be anything in it, so.
It's
Even
not
a new
too big
boat.
for my rat.
It's full of tiny rats. Tiny angry rats.
Big for my rat to drag.
Oh, it's too big for
in.
your rat to drag.
It could be
Unless
an
you
even
don't know how
smaller
much it
box
weighs.
than
What?
It's,
Well, I
remember,
should
it's
break
very
off.
partially in the ground, too.
I'm gonna send my centipede, my
that. You guys
half
don't
cent.
know any of this stuff.
Okay.
I swoop back around
I'm picking my nose.
and I land gracefully.
I'm just sitting on our
Spend the
token.
rest of my hold to turn back into my form.
Throwing a sack of rape weed up in the air and catching it.
And I'm like, all right there, gentlemen.
Then the mail.
All right there, gentlemen. Looks like what we got up here is a bit of a conundrum. We've got the rock
What's that?
man thing.
What's a conundrum?
On the one side, we got like a rock man, the rock thing, a person. I don't know. I never seen nothing like him before, really. And on the other side, it looks like we got like a box of some sort, like a crate. Maybe it's seems to be sitting kind of ledge in the ground and everything. And I don't know if it has anything in it. Although it could be dangerous though. So
Hey,
Well-
boss, I can go get
I'm gonna
the
leave this one up
box.
to you, there, boss. Yeah.
What are the?
Get the box and be back up with you guys later.
Well, I'm sorry you've never heard of a rock man, but they're called the Galamdur, and I hope you would get that right next time, because, you know, it's not very progressive of you to not know the proper name of each and every race. But
Okay, then.
I will let that slide, because you're from the deep swamps of Idiotville. I'm sorry.
Should we go to the thing or to the Galaventer thing?
Well, I gotta talk to this rock man, and to be honest, I would rather if you guys weren't with me when I spoke to him. So, you can go to the box over there. Me and Half Cent are gonna go talk to the rock man.
I look at it. I look over at Gang or Darzo and just like shrug and be like,
Alright, friend. Looks like we going.
give him a pat on the back.
I guess it's me and you there, friend. All right, let's go. We can do this.
Taking off on the hike. Go.
Alright, whose journey should we follow first?
Let's do the other two first.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so we'll go to the left first. I mean, it's a little bit of a hike.
How
that
far
takes
away are
to
we?
get
We're
up
not
there.
we're not like miles away, are we? Or-
Oh,
Hey,
everything is miles, man. You're talking about this is pretty big distance land. You
You
guys
first,
will be split up
Mr.
less than a mile, though.
Yeah, I don't want to spend a whole session apart.
You can
No,
handle
it-
this.
Once you guys get
Kinda-
through this, it'll be right meet back up.
Right. So we're split up. We're good. I'm going with half cent. I don't want these guys to see what's gonna happen. What might happen? You don't know what's gonna go down. It's an indecent proposal, nonetheless.
Just trying to listen to Darzo as we go.
Okay there, Mr. Shikax, you first there, because you seem like you can handle, like, if there's any trouble, like traps and things like that, you know? So I'm gonna let you handle this there, boss.
Don't you get that fire.
Okay.
So yeah, just go along.
Alright, so you guys journey down this path. You find a box, and you notice a gold chain hanging out of it.
Okay, well, I'm going to use Trap Expert. When you spend a moment to survey a dangerous area, roll plus 10, hold 3. Is that
Trap.
Hey, can we retcon that I gave him a bomb before we split ways?
No, because remember, you even posted a thing saying that only you can use the bomb.
Yeah, but it seems like something I have to pick. But I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll stick with that. It's
Well,
fine.
you'd have to trick
We're good.
him before he could use it.
Trap Expert? It's like survey a dangerous area, but I'm basically checking the thing for traps. I think it's blue.
The trap expert, right?
It's
Yeah, well,
not like...
the area we're saying is the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see the next one, which is awesome. It's not bad. That would have been a fail without my bonuses. Okay, I get a hold one. If there is a trap here, and so it activates it, and when you discern reality, you use trap X for the game, also tell you.
What was that last thing?
The smell of sorcery, basically, like anytime
okay.
I discern realities or use traps, sight or scent, like magic, closest magical thing.
Okay. So you use your trap thing, your smell of the sorcery.
Yeah, just to determine it. And the small sorcery, yeah.
Yeah,
Both.
so your smell of sorcery lets you know that there is something inside the box. You're not sure what it is, but you definitely know there's something magical in there.
Okay.
Alright, and
And
you said you
the-
wanted to use...
Yeah, is there a trap here, and if so, what activates it?
Okay, so you start inspecting the box, and you notice that there's kind of like a where the chain is hanging down. Where it's kind of inside the box, there's a hollowed out part that you can follow the chain along. And you've seen traps like this, and you know that if you just open the box without disarming the chain, that it could explode or leak out some kind of poisonous gas, something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna clap Darzo on the shoulder.
Hey, buddy, think you need to take a few steps back to see it's trapped. And I should be able to pull it out, but if it goes wrong, I don't want you to be anywhere near.
I understand that. I appreciate it very much, there, friend. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm gonna let him get behind some cover, basically. Before
Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of
Darto
like
gets out of
just
range.
walk back and I walk back and I kind of like crouch kind of behind this like little rock that's sort of in the ground. Sort of
Okay, so
watch what it is.
I also have the skill Tricks of the Trade, which is when you pickpocket or disarm traps, you roll dex. So, whatever. So... And then... 10, you do it no problem. On 7, 9, you still do it. What's the...
2 options, may cost danger.
Okay. It would have to be, fucking danger and cost suspicion, like, it's not applicable.
Oh, good.
But I have a set of thief stools, and I also have like measuring gears as well.
Alright, because I don't. There's not really going to be a suspicion that can
Yeah,
happen,
exactly. I agree.
so really it comes down to a cost or danger.
It has to be 2. Oh no, you offer a cost and a danger.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be a danger. It'll be a danger then.
Okay, you rolled pretty good on that, so walk me through how you're gonna try and disarm this trap.
Okay, basically, like, I don't touch the chain, but, like, I insert, like, my longest, like, metal probe, just, like, a long, thin, like, bit of metal with a little, like, hook at the end, and I just, like, slide that, like, down the end and, like, try to basically, like, unhook the chain, the golden chain, because if it's not hooked on, and, like, the...
Alright, when you insert your probe, it hooks onto something that slides. It's almost like you know how zip ties have the thing where if you slide it one way it won't go back the other? The way that the fucking, what do you call them, things are.
Yeah, the zip ties.
Yeah.
They zip one way,
I
but
know
they
what you're
don't
talking
unzip. Yeah.
And when you pull your probe you can feel it do that. What are you gonna do next?
I yell out at this time, "Hey, Shikax there, how's it going, my friend?"
I, like, kind of startle a little and just, like, wave dismissively. But, can I roll something to try to feel that happening and stop it before, like, basically?
Well, I'm not saying that's not the dangerous part or anything like that. There's a chance that you can have the
It
dangerous.
has another mechanism that I'm not aware of.
Yes.
Okay.
We can roll your intelligence to see if you can try and figure out anything more from this after that little bit from your extensive knowledge that you have. That'd be wisdom or intelligence.
Yeah, let's say I'll do that as I, like, it's just it's the same roll, it doesn't matter.
Let's roll your wisdom.
Oh.
Roll the wisdom. I'm sorry, I tried to get that. Either way, mark yourself an experience.
Yeah.
Alright. You honestly can't figure out anything new about this, or anything you may know about this. It seems to be like a trap that you haven't worked with.
Okay, so how do you want him to play it out?
Just let me know what you want to do with your probe. I know what triggers this trap, and
Okay.
there's a chance you can disarm it without triggering it, so.
Okay. Okay, well, let's say I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put my hearing cone up to it, which is just like a wooden hollow like tube with like a rubber seal on the end, and then like just like a single earbud thing that's kind of like along like a rubber tube. I would put that at the end and pull it one more notch the same way I did it, and try to like listen to see what the fuck it does.
Alright, roll your wisdom again. Alright. You're not 100% sure, but what it sounds like is that it's tightening, but it feels like it should be, like it's not fighting against you or anything like that. And it's also, you have to actually apply some pressure to get to go to the next lock.
Okay.
So it's not, triggering the trap doing that either.
Okay. I'm gonna say fuck it and just like one by one, like with my hearing cone on there, just pull them and like let's say just keep going the same way I've been going to determine it.
Okay. You keep going, you keep pulling it, and it makes it all the way to the end of the little engraved area that you could pull along. And when you do that, you hear a little click as if something just unlocked.
Excellent. I'll just carefully lift it up with the metal probe. Like, give me a whole extra space.
Alright, as you lift it up, you notice that the chain, when you had pulled it almost to the side, it actually puts more slack in the chain, and it was connected to a little device that would have dropped a piece of metal into this very volatile substance. Like, it's so bad, like, you can't even take it out of the box because it'll probably explode. You have to build the entrapment into the trap, put it in, and then you can't do anything else with it, really.
Okay, well, okay.
But
Well, okay, this is what I'll do. Well, I mean,
I mean,
and
do you
how
want
far
to look
can I
inside the box?
how
You
far can I
open
open it?
it all the way. It opens all the way.
Oh, it's I disarmed it
You
successfully.
disarmed it.
Well, I'll just like just kind of have my hand ready, but like open it all the way. And finally, and I'll just like wave Darzo over.
Like you turn
Say-
around to wave me
What?
over, and like you look behind you, and I'm right there, standing right over your shoulder,
Like I
looking down
like,
into the balcony.
like I jump and almost like back into it.
Ah, fuck!
What you got there, boss?
Something magical.
I really like looking at it with him.
Alright. So the first thing you're able to get from it is the gold chain. You're able to pull that off. You know, so you could sell that maybe at some point if you want or whatever. The other thing you find these 3 vials with what to look like a blue potion inside of it.
Okay. Let's say, or I'll take those vials and use one of my adventure gear. Say I have like some kind of like padded container to store stuff like that in.
Okay. Do
Like,
either
it's
one
just
of you
like-
guys
it's
want to
like-
try and roll a spout lore or something? To see if you can figure out what it is?
Yeah, fuck it. Like I'll do it.
Yeah,
What's
I
supposed
could do that.
Well, I'll like
The-
look to Darzo first. Like I'll let.
Yeah, because I think spout lore is wisdom, right?
Yes.
Is
Anybody
it?
ever seen these before?
No, spout lore is intelligence, I think. Hold on a second.
No. Spout lore is... No, it's intelligence, yes. Discern realities wisdom, my bad. My bad.
Alright,
So roll your intelligence.
yeah, my intelligence is as good as mine. I'll roll it though. There we go. So,
Alright.
What are they?
So these are kind of like a speed boost potion. They give you a +2 to dexterity for 2 turns. So you explain what they are, how they came to be, and all that stuff.
Alright, give me 1 second. I snap my fingers. I know exactly what in this. Okay, so those potions, like sometimes the workers around Plague Slough and everything, they drink those that just go off like they are just like a bolt of lightning and everything for just a short while. Gives them a bit of a headache when they're done with it, but it's a real zip in the pants.
That's good fine, brother.
I have like a wooden case with a bunch of padding in it and like kind of slots for vials and seal it up like to have them. I'll like hand. I'll hand one to.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't need any. You hold on to those shikaks, and you be careful with that. That stuff is could be dangerous.
You don't seem to like taking substances, do you?
You know, as a kobold and everything, you guys, you drink the alcohol and you drink, you smoke the what is it?
Rape weed.
Yeah, the rape weed and everything, and but we don't do that in the kobold society. That stuff it just don't affect us very much. That's why I'm saying the people in that place, they drink that potion and it affects them. So I know it is very strong.
Well, we gotta get you partaking one of these times, man. I'll get you.
Alright, you guys...
Maybe one time you'll talk me into it after.
You guys continue your adventure back around the hill, discussing...
Okay, well, does it meet up with where his?
Yeah,
thing
you guys are
goes?
gonna meet up. You guys are gonna
Okay,
meet at
well,
the end of the hill. So let's go to
on
Joey.
the walk too. Well, like really quick. I just
Okay.
just on the walk, like
Hey, brother, I meant to ask you. We were on the walk. Seemed like, I mean, when we were fighting that fight, it seemed like you kind of had a problem casting you spells or whatever. What's that about, brother?
I don't know. Seems like Saledris. He says that I am his disciple and everything, and says that I am to go forth and do his deeds in the world. And I feel his power in me. I feel it in my soul, but I cannot seem to channel it. And, I wonder sometimes if maybe it's just that I'm new at this, or if maybe I'm just not worthy. It seems to be a
Like
test.
yeah, I'm just kind of.
You hear off in the distance, far away, gang saying, "You're not worthy." You can
Just
hear
like
it.
nodding along, like, yeah, I'm like, I just accept all that. Like, I'm not like trying to like preach bullshit down your throat.
Yeah.
That sounds
So it
about
seems
right,
like,
brother.
it seems like gizzards in the smokehouse. Time will tell. What your bounty is like.
Will you two just fuck already?
Real quick, Jesse, and those potions were the magical thing, and
Yes, those potions were the magical
Okay.
thing.
was the bit of metal worth anything, or was it just oh.
No, it's kind of more of a common metal. The
Okay.
explosive substance is the rarer thing, but like I said, you can't get it out safely without it exploding.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna like fucking. Well, I'm guessing if I leave it open to the elements, it'll explode eventually on its own. So I'm
Eventually.
just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it open.
Something will
That
mess
way
with
anyone
it.
can see what's in it first, and it's just gonna blow up eventually. Given some time in the wilderness here, yeah.
Alright, so let's move over to our good buddy here. Alright, so Gang's journey around the right hand side of the hill. He's kind of excited. Gang finally gets to meet the.
Well, this Rockman's trying, right? He looks
Yeah,
sad.
he looks pretty sad.
Alright. So, once was he like by the water or something, you said?
Yeah. Put him over. So you
Oh.
run into this guy. You can see he's got moss growing all over him.
He's got a goddamn mountain on his back.
I don't even. Just think of that as like raised rock. He's
like
only about
Quasimodo
3,
in the
he's like
Rockman
3
Bowl.
times your height. But, I mean, he's tall for you. That's why he looks like a mountain. But really, he's not that tall.
So
But that's what
I
his face
I approach this sobbing Rockman. I'm like, "Greetings." Oh, okay. There's a baby Rockman. Jeez.
Jesus.
There you
He
go.
has this guy's face over here too.
That's a Rockman. Yeah, that's his
Oh,
face.
wait.
It's like I'm playing Fallout. That's him on the Pip-Boy screen or whatever. So, anyways, I approach this sobbing Rockman, and with my charisma, all charismatically, I'm like, "Salutations, rock friend. I am Gang the Burnt, the Bog Alchemist. You may have heard of me. If not, don't worry, you're about to." And I say, "What has got you so down, my stony buddy?" And I do a little.
You said you were gonna do charisma. Do you want to try and roll charisma, or you just want to?
Do I have to? I can't just walk up and start speaking to him.
No, you can just walk up to him and start speaking to him. That's fine.
Figure charisma is like if I'm trying to get information out of him, or dependent on how
Yeah.
he is towards me.
We'll say you just walk up like that. He lifts his head up. Hello there, little friend.
So,
I've been here for a long time.
what's got you
Couldn't
down?
help it. Well, I'm not gonna have any children. My woman was stolen away.
She was. What dastardly villain stole your rock mistress away?
His name was Al. With 3 L's.
Of the Bundy clan?
No, not of the Bundy clan. That would have been alright.
So this Al you speak of, is he a rock man like you? Or is she got jungle fever?
Oh no, he's a rock man too. And it was supposed to be my mating time. But he took her away from me.
Well, would she, why'd she leave you? There's gotta be a good reason, you know? Are you just an inadequate rock man? Can you not produce sperm like a normal rock man?
On the contrary, I do that just fine. But her father wanted her to marry somebody with more stability.
Do you not have a proper rock man job?
Not the one that he has.
So he works on
He works with
On
the
the-
lights.
on the
They
rock
much
market.
more.
He's in the mineral trade, I take it.
I believe he harvests gold from his poop as well.
Oh, wow. You guys are full of all kinds of good things. So let me get to the point.
That's what they used to say before they tried to commit genocide on us.
See, okay, now I think I need charisma to try to talk him into this, but, you know, back in the swamp where I'm from, the only real way to guarantee you're going to get the woman you want is to show you're very virile and you can produce a lot of sperm. So if I've got these flasks and I need to roll charisma maybe to see if I can talk him into jerking off in these flasks, and I'll tell him I'll go bring him to the lady to show what volume he creates. Maybe?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Roll that charisma.
Come on. Please. Please let this work. Hold on. I don't have my sheet up. Oh, God. Come on, charisma.
Oh,
Ah, I can't even see it.
Fucking shit.
God damn it.
Damn.
So he doesn't go for that idea, so I gotta offer to, maybe,
So what
like,
you
go
say
get
to
them.
him?
I said it the way I said it, he just ain't buying it.
Okay. So he looks at you and he goes, I don't quite understand what you mean by that. If she wants my rock babies, I can give them to her. But she's so far away.
Okay. I guess I have to go drag this lady to him so he can impregnate her. Is what appears to be happening. So,
What are you doing, little frogman?
if I brought her back here, would you be able to make a lot of baby juice for me? For her? For us?
She wouldn't come back here, that's for sure.
Whoa, how about... This is just getting too weird. It's not... he's either gonna rape her, or, like, I'm gonna knock her out with the rape weed and bring her back.
or you can make a deal with her new man, who's obviously a better rock man than this fucking loser.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, maybe he's a better businessman, too. I'll be like,
Give
look,
up.
jerk off into this cup, and I will give you this much gold. And he's like, I poop gold.
If I jerk off.
Shut up, Rockman. I'm talking to myself here. Anyways,
Oh,
hey, Rockman.
Little frogman.
Hey, Rockman. What would it take to get you to put some of your rock baby juice into this flask for me?
Oh, I can help you with that.
Alright.
He reaches over to this giant pot that he has sitting next to him, and he pulls, like, they look like really shiny gemstones, and he kind of like pours them into your vial.
They're like sperm shaped at least. Little gem rock sperm.
they're like little gems, but they have these like little hairs that are coming out. They're like silica hair.
It's just wiggling.
Yeah, and they look like they're alive, like they're moving. And he looks at you. That's how you can tell that they're good. They can move on top of each other. Can you show these to her? She can use them, and then maybe I'll have a baby, even if I never see it.
All right. So now.
And with that bonus of cooking your new man.
So I don't know if I mean, I could just walk off with the rock sperm, but I feel like I should at least try to sneak one of these into the lady. So, I got an idea. When I meet back up with the guys, we'll save a sperm for that eventual mission to impregnate. Not just that one. We can impregnate any rock woman we see along the way, as long as I got a couple of his sperm left. Like, that will be that quest. It'll be like, okay, you know, here's some rock ladies. We got these rock sperm. Because I don't need them all. Could at least save one.
Make sure you put some rock sperm in your inventory. And you can just call it some sperm.
I don't... My inventory is full, basically, so maybe I can just hand it off to them when I see them, or...
Yeah, if you want one of them to carry your rock sperm around.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And I will be able to finish my potion next time we rest, and I'll have some stone skin going on. Gotta rub that sperm all over. Alright.
Basically pearls. Basically looks like pearls.
And I say to the rock man, I ask him, first I ask him his name, like, thank you for this gift, and now I need a name to go with such wonders.
You're like a
There you go.
crazy girl that you meet at the bar afterwards. She's like, thank you for your seed.
They call me Koran.
Koran? Can you spell that for me, Koran? Ah. So I take it you don't burn. Get it.
Immune to fire.
He's a rock man. Alright, anyways. And I'm like, Koran, I promise to pass on your seed once I see the proper opportunity to do so. As for the rest of this seed, I got other plans for it. But thank you, and you will be a father someday. You probably won't know about it, so don't worry. I'll see you later. And I walk.
Very little frog man. Good
I
luck on your journeys.
I toss him a little rape weed. Try some of this, and then I take off, and he eats the rape weed.
No, he plants it on his back.
Yeah, there you go. He cultivates the rape weed,
Alright.
and then he gets his woman.
That's all he needed.
And with that, Koran goes on to rape his 4-year-old bride.
Alright, so you guys end up meeting up at the end of the paths, where they kind of reunite into a much wider path, for whatever reason.
Hey, folks, let's go.
Just like sitting on a rock.
They see me like washing my hands in the in the stream there. Like, what's up, guys? What's going on? I'm gargling it, like just rubbing it all over.
Like I'd show you the satchel.
What's that? What's that you got there? A satchel?
These will make you go quick, boss. And I'll like hand you one of those speed potions.
Oh,
They're
nice.
very good for getting things done quick in a short amount of time. Maybe even you take before you're with a lady frog there, boss.
Because that's what we need. We need it to be quick.
In and out and spit it out.
In and out and spit it out. Oh, God. That's the rat way.
That's how you do it.
And then we fight to the death.
Oh, we get along real good. Not enough left of us, man.
Anyways, I'm like, well, I hold up, let's say there's like, I don't know, the 7 of the rock sperm. They're like brooch size or whatever, like a silver dollar, and they got the little silica tail. And I hand one to Darzo, and I hand one to Shikax, and I'm like, all right, guys, I made a promise. Don't dart. Okay, you're not gonna eat it. That's good. Okay, smell it. Might want to wash your hands afterwards. But this is that fabled rock sperm we've been hearing so much about, and
I crinkle my nose now.
don't drop it.
Just
Anyways,
kind of shrug and put it in with the potions.
next time we run into a rock lady, we need to talk her into letting us impregnate her with that. That's all I'm saying. I made a promise. Keep that in mind. So you each have one, and I have one, and then the rest I'll grind up for my bread.
We, you know, but I'm gonna leave you up to the dirty work there, boss.
Why would you grind the rest up? I think you have to use 1 per potion you make.
Nah, that was just a joke. I'm not gonna make bread out of it.
I would eat that bread.
Rock bread. Good old rock sperm bread.
What kind of bread is that?
I'll grind their bones.
It tastes so bleachy.
Ah.
Alright.
Anyways, got a few more of those
Yeah,
left. I'm just gonna make
You have
up to Jesse. How many? Like, I'll make 2 potions, or maybe 3, or 1. Up to you. I worked so hard for that rock jisms.
Let's roll your dexterity. Fail, you get 1. Success, 2. Like, great success. So you make 2 of them.
All right, so 2 stone skin potions, and we'll figure that out. I guess it gives you armor
And you have a
later.
speed potion, by the way.
Oh yeah, I gotta add that too. So 2 stone skin.
We'll
Yeah.
say that with the guy that you got his sperm from and everything, it'll give you a plus 3 armor when you drink it for.
Oh, I'm drinking that Rockman sperm.
We'll say the duration of the battle.
All right, so I'll use it in the fight. Well, plus 2 armor then.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Just an option.
Well, you know, did have to drink, jisms for it to take effect for that battle. Better be worth it. Up to Jesse. I don't mind.
No, I'm sticking with the plus 3.
All right.
It'll become useful.
Yeah, I only got 2 of them anyways, and I don't think I'm gonna be jerking
What's
off any more stonemens. Not that I did.
Yeah, you kind of got a free pass on that one.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting
You didn't want to describe him jerking off. Man.
that, or I didn't want to go through the trouble of like having to befriend a whole other group of rock people. Like, you know, this is a one and done. Luckily, I got 2 potions out of it. If we happen,
The female Gallop there just like lays a rock egg, just like a little boulder, and then he has to like, put his seed on it or something, like a fish.
Alright,
That's
so
why
you
it's in
guys
a big
continue
pond.
down your path that you've been following towards the Brown Hills. You see a little spot of maybe 4 or 5 trees off in the distance, and you can tell that one of them's moving around. And plus, the one that's moving around is a little bit of a different color than the other ones.
You see that out there, guys? It looks like a tree there that's another color is moving quite strangely.
that's
I'll spout a bit more on it.
it's probably the wind.
Yeah, I see it. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
I think that tree just winked at us.
I squint and I try to spout more on it too.
Dude, you guys are just getting
Yeah.
experience now.
Let me spout lore, because I haven't really done any rolls.
Yeah, man.
What was it? Intelligence. Hold on a sec. I don't have my thing up.
Alright,
So,
you got a little something there.
this is a race we already have established, or not?
It is. This is a blight. The thing that you guys find odd is the colors of the branches, but you know the leaves can change too with the actual mood of the blight, so they can influence their colors and everything. And typically, if they take like different dyes and stuff, they can change their different blooms.
That's one of those psychedelic blights that I've only read about. I say we go say hello. And I suggest we
Up
approach.
to you, boss.
Yeah, let's go say hi. And I start to
Shrink her down.
saunter up to it.
I take up the rear of this expedition.
Take it up the rear of the.
Oh dildo. I keep my homunculus behind me in case it offends it. I'm like, hello, tree lady.
Why, hello there, strangers.
And like, what's a fine, colorful tree like you doing out in the middle of nowhere?
Oh, it's not the middle of nowhere. You can see the spirits all around us if you open your eyes.
I look over at Darzo. I look over at Darzo like, Darzo, you're into this tree talk gobbledygook. You got anything to say here?
I never looked through the eyes of a tree, so I don't know what a tree could see.
Ugh.
I look through the eyes of all kinds of animals and everything, you know, boss, but never a tree.
Where exactly are we? Are we in like the Butt Hills now? The Brown Hills? Are we
You're just right outside of them.
like,
You can see them coming up in the distance.
by chance, Miss? Oh wait, what's I am getting the burnt. These are my associates, Shikax of Riax and Darzo of the swamps of Merkmire. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh, I just go by Rainbow Star.
Are you into My Little Pony? Okay.
What?
I don't know. But
Appropriate response.
by chance, have you seen a Kenku come through this territory who looks rather haggard, and is wearing a cloak, and might have some magical thing in its pocket?
I definitely know that one had come through. I picked up on its scent as it walked by. It was not good. It seemed to be very injured and almost burnt.
Did you notice anything chasing this Kenku?
No. But there was something about it, something powerful. That wasn't its own power, it was another power, another mystical power.
Is there any way you can guide us towards the last known location of this Kenku?
He went towards the Brown Hills, but I can't go towards them or my leaves will rot. There was a dark magician out there. Much like your partner there. The Ratkin.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
I
would
ain't no
say-
dark magician. I just like my substances and such, you know.
So you're
Yeah.
saying he's a drug addict?
No, I'm saying he looks like his appearance if he were to be eaten by the great beast and then spit back out.
So a really ugly ratkin.
Oh, you alright. We got some, what you got, though? Aren't your leaves smokable?
She puts a branch over top of you and shakes off, and these 2 fruits fall into your hands.
All of our hands, or just his hands?
Just his hands. He asked for them.
Yeah, I didn't outright fumble him.
You fumble
kinda
them,
like-
but you're able to
No,
get
no.
a hold of them and everything.
Yeah.
I grab one with my tongue.
Rapid back. I do the rapid back and forth, like, oh, like trying to keep.
Well, I'm snagging one with my tongue if I can. Yeah!
And I'm just left holding the one.
Out of the air. Before it even fumbles, I got that. And I got it in a way where I don't ingest it right away, so I'm not tripping balls off the bat.
Unless it's contact, and you're already too.
Don't worry, the tip of my tongue is callous from many failed bomb things. Like, it doesn't absorb shit. It's gotta go to the back.
It's just dead organic material.
Yeah, it's sticky, but that's about all it is.
It's incidentally sticky.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll put this to good use, don't you worry about that. What about our friend here? I want some too, yeah.
I gotta-
Well, your kobold there won't be able to ingest any of this stuff. Don't
Ah,
you know
why
about
not?
his kind?
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no.
I don't know too much.
Their bodies metabolize any toxins that are placed into them. It's very
Oh,
good if you don't want to die.
not very good if you want to get high, though, am I right?
Yeah!
Uh,
Woo! Woo!
right.
Jumping up and down. Woo!
Should I expect any kind of particular visions, downsides, anything? What do I need to know, baby?
I would take it when you decide to set camp. And you may need a little extra time.
I'll nod at her, give her a thumb up, and I'll finger gun.
Thank you very much. Do you happen to know anything about the trails up ahead? We had a forked into tree up ahead.
She tells you that there are the three trials, or the 3 paths ahead. Now
She calls them trials, because
there's 3 directions you can go. One of them is a clear shot path right to the hut that exists at the end, where this dark magician lives. The other one will take you on a path where you will cross and face the great beast. There have been those who have made it out, but none have made it past. And then finally, there's a path that is full of traps. He resets the traps nearly every day.
Lot of traffic through there, then?
She gives a little laugh. She tells you that she sees maybe 1 person a month, if that. Try and make it
Then
through.
what's that tripping the traps, eh?
Is there a lot of treasure in that trap area?
Oh no, these aren't those kind of traps.
Oh, they're trannies.
I think they're just trap traps.
If you want to find out more, you could possibly roll charisma. You know, maybe sweet talk the tree.
I'm gonna roll charisma because I am so charismatic. Fail? Is it a fail? I need a fail. I need some XP.
She looks at you and she tells you that there are different types of traps that you may have to face. And she hears explosives going off now and then as well, when people pick the wrong path. But she can't get close enough to see which path to take, as there appears to be a dark spell in the area. Which is why the hills have turned brown.
Well, is there any is there a thing I roll where I can ask is there anything you can give me? Is this like discern realities? Anything you can give us to help us on our quest, other than the trippy fruit, or any information she can give us? Like, Yeah, I mean, she kind of gave us all the information. If she has a
She
trinket,
shared everything she knew.
if she has a trinket or some like magic branch she can make grow out of ground that does something or anything, I don't know.
You just want to roll stuff.
I need
I'm
to.
just gonna say to her, like,
I haven't failed.
Thanks for all the information, little lady. Like, try one of these sometime. You
I-
move so fast, but maybe this will help you speed up.
I just like give her one of the potions.
She
I-
refuses to take it, explaining to you that stuff like that could be poison to her, and she seems almost offended, like as if you wouldn't realize that there's a difference between you guys' like species, like a huge difference.
I ask her for a
Trying to
kiss.
share the wealth, girl, yeah.
I ask her for a kiss so I can have the blessing of the florist, as I move through the forest.
The
Eh.
forest is the forest god.
Doris the florist.
Doris the florist, the forest god.
She accepts it and wraps her branches around you.
Ah, shit, I want to roll charisma. Oh, but I get up in there.
Charisma to kiss well.
Yeah, this is where it matters. We get close. I got +1 agile tongue. Yeah, I pass. +1 badass tongue. Ah, ah, ah,
Not the
ah.
best shit ever had, though.
Yeah, but you know, not a lot of frog guys in this area. So she's trying it all.
The
She's
novelty.
She tells you guys.
She's getting back at that.
And little frog man, if you'd ever like to crawl around in my roots, just let me know. And she gives you a wink.
I throw up a little and then I head on my way.
I kind of look at her roots, and like I look up at her and like want to be like just kind of like raise my eyebrows like does offer extend? Like a burrow.
Come on, guys! Let's get the fuck out of here. She's crazy.
She looks at you and tells you no because of your teeth and claws. It's very sensitive down there, she says.
She's into amphibians, man. Let it go.
Look at this.
She's not into rats.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just, you know, I grew up in the South. I'm just not into rats.
Yeah, I get out of there. When we leave, I say, you know, guys, thank you for taking over there and everything. I've only heard about those kind of people. We have stories where I'm from. You know, you're a small cobble child. They're going through the forest. And
Gather around them now. Come on.
The tree spirits, they take them, and you never see them children again. So, no.
Wait, everybody check. Make sure you still got your rock sperm. She might have tried to steal our rock sperms. No, we're good. I still got my rock sperm. Alright. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go back and offer... Nah, that's too late. Should have offered her some rock sperm. I should have put the rock sperm in the roots. Could have had a fucking earthen
I didn't.
man baby.
didn't offer her gold because it's like from.
Well, you calling her a whore?
No, it's that.
You're not gonna have sex with me. Here's some gold. Would have changed your tune.
She
Alright,
gave
we're
you
going
her
off the map.
fruits, which are her seeds, literally her seeds.
And we're going where we poop. We need to poop in the forest, and then it makes a new blade.
All right, I'm gonna
You have to
I'm gonna take one of the rock sperm and I'm gonna put it into the fruit, so it's this the seed has the seed in it. There we go. That's horrible. Why did I do that?
Bizarre, but you know. I want to eat the fruit at that point, but you know.
It's like mashing a rock.
Well, you
rock
could
in a
always take it
banana.
out. It's a good place to hold it.
And then I put it up my butt.
Is it like an agave, a banana?
It didn't work out, so I take it back out and I lick it off, lick it clean, put them back in my pockets.
Your tongue goes a little numb.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What's wrong, boss?
Nothing.
That gnome tongue?
I wasn't licking the Rockman sperm.
Okay, boss. We were just licking that lady's nuts.
It's pretty appropriate.
Yeah.
Right.
In a way.
You find her fruits, don't you try to deny it now. I know you have. You for a while now.
I throw him a little rape weed and tell him to go away.
I just catch it, load it immediately, and start puffing as we walk.
Anyways,
So you make it up to this fork in the road, as stupid as it looks.
looks like a dragon's vagina. I can't move my guy.
Whatever, dude. So you got 3 choices to go. You can go to the left, straight down the middle, or to the right.
Alright, I'll discern realities. God damn it.
You figure
there any
nothing.
So I'm like,
indication?
I'm looking around. Basically, I'm looking around to see what's up, like back and forth.
Yes, I will
Any
Anything
indication
that might be out of place.
do this as well.
of what?
Yay.
Which way is which?
No, there's
This
no
is very
clear
confusing.
indication.
Can I get an
All the
XP
paths
for that, or no?
Basically the same. Yes, you do, because it is
Yeah.
a fail.
Me and gang, like, we're probably.
I'm just wandering around in a daze. I don't know. Guys.
Like, I'm looking back and forth, and as I try to focus on a path, it just blends into the path to it, and I just kind of like looking
You know-
back and forth, like weird.
I sit down and I start rocking back and forth.
Darzo.
Darzo! Where the fuck are we?
What's going on here?
Okay, gentlemen, let's calm down and think about this with a clear head here for a moment. She said, and what the other my kin there said, he said that the 3 paths, each path has a separate challenge. Do we want to do? Well, it depends on which path we want to do there, you know. So, do we want to do the path with the traps? Do we want to do the path?
I'm just kind of looking at it, you dumbfounded.
I shove him,
Really not,
and I
don't
say,
understand anything you're saying.
Darzo, turn into a fucking owl, please, and go look at things.
Wait,
Wait, no, wait.
probably
I can turn
has
into
traps.
an owl anytime. You can turn into a creature.
The sorcerer, but the sorcerer probably has traps, that friend. Probably don't like being spied on from the sky.
That's what I'm thinking. We gotta be real smart here. So,
But
I'm
this is
thinking, like,
obviously confusing.
which trap though? I mean, which
You
path
need
do
to-
we want to take?
You need to discern realities
traps?
here.
Yeah, discern realities.
Guys,
Oh, we gotta.
stop and listen.
Alright,
He's doing
alright.
his character, so.
Gotcha.
In character. Just listen to my question.
Alright, we're
Shut
good.
up for a moment. So, which path do we want to take here? Do we want to take the traps, the beast, or the other one? You tell me.
I'm
Take-
just kind of staring at you like I'm Slack Joe at the so whatever the fuck's going on.
Well, let's take the
Oh,
beast.
did I notice a magical
I say the beast.
insight percent?
Let's
Do
kill.
we want to do the beast?
I want to see what kind of weird nasties are in this place. My curiosity as an alchemist makes me want to see what kind of things are in here that I might not have seen before.
I step forward towards the path, and I call like in under my breath like Celedris, and I say, please Celedris, I call upon you here to guide us towards the east, the great challenge. I find that I think you want to challenge me, to test me. I want to prove my worth, and I cast guidance. The symbol of your deity appears before you and gests towards the direction or course of action your deity would have you take, and then disappears. The message is through gesture only. Communication through this spell is severely limited. So I cast guidance, and that is wisdom. Let me roll that.
And you forget your own fucking name.
There is a strong enchantment on this fucking area. This is brutal.
Well, obviously, we need our torches ready.
I ask desperately, in vain, to my god, what happens there upon my spell's failure. I thought I was being so clever here. This fucking
That was
what
good.
the
No,
hell?
that was good.
We all rolled a 6 on our wisdom.
Holy shit. You got that 666 going on. This ain't gonna
This
be
is
good.
fucking evil area.
Your god appears behind you and kind of lets out this, I cannot follow you here. The dark magics are strong. Stay with your friends. and he lets out like a hiss before, becoming a giant snake and slithering off.
And of
Which
course,
path does he slither down?
No, he's
forget-
behind you guys.
Ah,
he
yeah.
slithers away. I guess I forget the spell too. That's
Like-
my other thing.
Oh, not so wise all of a sudden.
I look a bit like downtrodden, and I say, I don't think Celedris can help us forward. It'll be on my own.
Don't worry, Darzo. It happens to the best of us. And I'm gonna hand Shikax one of the stone skin potions. So I'll have one and he has one. And then I'll turn to Darzo and I'll say, "You can turn into a big ass bear, right? Like you can still do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Turn into anything you want.
Do you need one of these?" Like I hold up the stone skin potion. Would you like one? Eh?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Alright, I'll hand that to him.
I thought you didn't like the consumables, man. I thought you didn't partake, eh?
But it'll work on him, right? Or do we not know?
Like defeated. And I'm
Yes,
like,
this
yeah.
is a magical potion.
Okay.
It's
I'll-
not. It's not like a drug or anything, so it will work.
Well, I like that he's defeated. He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, I'll take it if it will help.
Alright, so you each got one of the stone skins. Plus 3 armor. You got one use out of that for the combat.
Alright.
So you know I got your backs. I gave you my sperm potions. And then I say,
You know I got yours, boss. Ever since that day in the water, man.
Alright, so I transform myself into
I didn't say you have to turn into a bear. You don't have to. I was just asking.
a black bear.
Alright, I didn't want to force you to be a bear.
Wow.
And I still, it still works. Like my shapeshift can never really fail. But
You only
I
get
hold
like one hole.
and you give me a complication as well. Just says that
Why does everything have to be so complicated?
Alright,
like
yeah. What did you want to use your skills for, like combat related stuff? or
yeah, I
was it more
suppose
on
it's gonna be
exploring?
combat related stuff. This is a bear. You don't go into a bear for
Real quick, you don't have to be a bear. That was just my character making sure that
maul and growl
you
or
can
something.
become
Yeah,
the
and this
thing.
is his character just being like, fuck it, I'm being a bear because he said so.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I'm being a bear. I'm not mad at
As long as you, as Chris, are fine, like not like Joey's making me be a bear. I want you to feel free to be what you want to be.
As a player, I'm not upset at all, but my character is just upset. He feels like he's being like let down in a little big way. Not by you, but by his god. Like,
No, yeah,
every time he tries
it's
to
his
use
god.
Power, nowhere.
He's losing his faith.
Feels like he's
That's
not worthy.
I can
So
see
I'll
that.
be an atheist by the end of this.
I'm gonna go to Darzo and like after he transforms and like notice whatever the fuck's wrong with him.
Yeah, so I got like one
Hold
hold.
up. Don't get your god likes in here either, man. You're on a bad path. Wow.
I got one hold. What two moves you want to give me as a bear?
Slash and bite.
Darzo just doesn't care.
Maul and Rin.
Cry and weep.
Bear, slash, bite. I like them all. That's actually cool. Okay, excellent. So I have one hold. I can do one of those moves once. Yeah. So I'm a bear. Where do you guys want to go?
With stubby legs. That's like your down thing. Cause you have little stubby legs.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say like I'm gonna look to the gang and be like,
Hey, I got one way to pick, boss.
and I take out the gold chain and I just start spinning it in a circle like above the ground, and then I just let it go and see which direction it points.
I was gonna have a speech about since I'm neutral. So you know I've only got one way in life, and that's straight down the middle. And that shouldn't be my choice. But
Well, I still do that. I'm doing that as you're giving the speech.
I was also gonna say we should flip a 3-headed coin, and then and that could have been it.
We spin a chain, boss, like in the wars. Let you know what kind of good. Shove your tongue down her throat, yeah.
Jeez.
But you're the Cajun, Chris.
I have a hard time. I'm getting fucked up because Chris's accent is so good. It's like becoming my accent, but just with
I think my accent is terrible. I'm committed to it. I'm just gonna keep going with it.
I was trying to commit to it, and I had something in my head that was.
All right, we flip the thing, and it's got to be a number. What's?
Roll a 1d6.
All right, Owen, you got it. You're the one who tossed it up.
Since you're spinning the
Roll a
chain.
Yeah.
1d3. You can roll a 1d3.
Is it really a 1d3? I didn't know you could roll a 1d3.
1d3 like
There's a 1d6.
Let's roll a 1d3, and then let's have this assigned 1 through 3. Why is it 1, 4, 2, 5, 3?
Because he thought you had to roll
1,
a
2,
1d3.
3, 4, 5, 6. If you can roll a 1d3, please roll a 1d3. It's
You can
more
roll a 1d3. Roll a 1d3.
Why
Somebody.
don't you,
There you
Chris?
go.
The leader rolls a 1d3. No, wait, Owen did it.
Right in the middle. There you go.
Owen did it. He threw the thing up, so it's 1.
Okay, so we're going to the left.
Are you guys
No,
going
no.
to the left?
Well, I looked to Gang and be like, "It's your call, boss. That was random."
My gut's telling me too, but you know, I always trust the loot, so I follow the amulet,
That's a good mentality, boss. Ain't failed us yet, eh?
and I send my centipede up ahead of us. So if anything were to jump out or a trap might get triggered, he might pop into it first.
Also, I'll send my rat along.
No, not baby ratmikins.
Well, he can get away. He's sneaky.
Oh, he's gonna explode. The first thing we're gonna see is him exploding.
It's fine. He's trailing behind. He's trailing behind to observe. In case anything happens.
And I'm sort of like.
He could ride my thing right on top of it.
Lumbering next to you.
Hold on, wait, Jesse, I got a bear for him. While we're doing this, I'll get it real quick.
Yeah, as you tell us. Like, it's like directly on. You have to zoom in really far.
Yeah, we might want to move ourselves down a little bit.
Alright, you move me. I'm doing this real quick.
There you go.
You want to draw the path, Jesse, or do you want me to do some work?
Bruh.
Draw a path. Because you didn't go down the trap one. The trap one would have been a path that you had to go down. So
Well,
you
this
guys...
is our scout, just basically we're scouting.
Okay, yeah, your scouts go ahead. As you continue walking down the path, you find your little rat walking around in circles on the trail, and up a little bit further, the humongulus is just walking around in circles.
This ain't bode well.
It's chasing its
Pick
faces.
up my rat, put it in my pack, so I keep it safe.
And I just keep my thing right next to me.
But it looks confused. You might have to do something with it.
1 second. I'm almost done with what I'm doing. Just adding the thing real quick.
By the way, are you guys cutting out at 8 tonight, or?
I'm-
We could go a little longer.
Yeah, I could do another hour. If
Don't have to tonight, but next week I'll be back at work.
oh yeah.
Oh, cool. So you can go tonight.
Yeah, I can tonight.
I say let's just keep.
If
going.
you want to use that for
Let's go.
Chris's bear, there's a bear. Anyways, so
Because we're starting right in the middle of a thing. It would suck to be because it's like.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's good to go for another hour.
so
Okay, let's fucking keep going.
okay, so where did we leave off? I was trying to upload that. We're popping
We're
up on a
basically
thing.
walking behind.
This
we
thing's-
find our animals, and they're just walking in circles, like totally confused. I just kind of pick up my rat.
Make that a 4x4 bear, I think. There you go. Oh yeah. There's Chris.
You gotta give me control of it.
Oh, that's right.
I walk up and I do my little whistle to the thing, and it comes over to me.
Well, does it? Jesse does it. Just
Does it? Is it that?
No,
is
it's just walking around in circles.
God, he's trying to mount us. And so I'm gonna walk up to it, like just wondering what's going on over here, like in a horror movie. Like, don't walk up to that. And I go to touch
I
it.
just kind of sniff, like I sniff the air.
It looks at you, as a, like with this horrific look on its horrific face, because you know it can't look too good
Yeah.
anyway. It's,
Even though it's terrifying, I know it's like terrified itself or
and
something.
it looks at you with this like sense of please help me.
And I scan the area. Can I like discern realities? See if I can see whatever the fuck is popping off.
Yeah, you guys can discern reality. It's the wisdom.
I'm gonna do that.
No. Hold on. I'm up here talking to my thing. It's giving me this,
I have the magic.
but I'm in the middle of doing it, and you're cutting me off.
we
Like,
can learn. Both of us can learn different things.
but this is what I want to do. I want to get my roll. So I'm gonna roll for wisdom for discern realities. Fail horribly. Level up. I don't see what's going on. Now you can do whatever you want. I start to get scared too, with my thing, and I start to walk around in circles. Maybe, like, oh god,
Okay, so
You're
you
probably just
answer.
freaked out by
Oh,
having
God.
mechanical creation.
oh god.
It's like a thing that shouldn't do this. It's
It-
not alive.
It still has some emotional intelligence. You don't know how homunculi work. It's
I would just assume a necrotic piece of.
like a
Alright.
toddler. It sort of has a soul.
What happened
It's
recently?
like an aborted baby.
What
If you
happens
brought an
next?
aborted baby to life.
What to look for? What is useful here? Who's in control, or what is false here?
I'm sorry. I was spacing out. I mean, I'm gonna get a little high.
You're arguing with Joey. I was talking over
I know.
top
I'm
of you.
sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
why.
I apologize.
No. Okay. So which one do you want to have
Real
answered?
quick, run him down a quick.
You
What
discern
happened
realities.
recently? What happens next? What to look for? What is useful here? Who's in control? And what is false here?
I'll do the what is false here and the smell sorcery also.
Okay, your spell and sorcery. You know the strongest thing is this. There's like a veil of It's almost like a dampener. Like powers are kind of weakened and everything. Like if you're trying to summon anything, it's a little bit harder. You know, which is probably why you guys are having some problems figuring things out.
And am I able
Oh.
to get like a precise start on this veil, or is it more like a fog that just kind of like? Bends
It's like
out?
It's like a fog that's over top of all the brown hills.
And it just gets deeper, like it gets thicker as you progress into it, basically.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like the actual plane magic.
Yeah, as you're getting closer to the source, you know, it gets stronger.
Like I shake my head, like and take a big fucking hit of weed, which I blow out through my nose, and I kind of like step back. I kind of get them to step back to get it out. There's some strong juju at work here, boss. Eh? Gotta be real careful going up there. I don't know what's going to.
I don't even know what's going on. My voice even changed because I'm so confused right now. After rolling a 3, just walking around back and forth. Darzo, the
Alright.
fuck?
Now, the answer to the other question of what is false here, you realize with the veil that it's covering something else up as well. You kind of rub your eyes, and you have this realization that around you didn't notice before, but are bones. They're just bones of other creatures, just like
And
laid
if
across
I-
the floor.
Like so, like I try to like I smacked Darzo or gang across the face, like not hard, not to damage. Just smack him so it'd be a bit- God damn it!
Smack me a little too hard.
Just trying to snap him out for a second.
Well, it works. I'm like, the fuck? And then,
No, I missed. It was a fail.
oh,
He's indefensible. He's not putting up a defense. Why would you?
Yeah.
Roll? You just
Okay,
slap
I
him
just
in the
smack
face.
him basically and be like, "Boss, can you see what's around you? Look at the crowd, dude, buddy. Eh?
I light up like some flammable thing so it illuminates the whole little area around me, and I see all the bones, and it's like,
Well, no, I'm asking Jesse if I point
No.
them out, does it lift the veil?
If you can convince them, let's say roll
Okay.
charisma to see if you can convince the guys of what's actually going on around them.
Hey, buddies, we gotta look without looking. You gotta see without looking. You gotta look past and what's underneath. But it's right there. It's not underneath.
I'm just kind of like speaking this.
Roll that charisma. I need to respond to this.
As a bear,
Oh my
nice.
god.
You gotta stop smoking that rape weed!
Smell the bones as a bear.
No, you can't see them. I'm the only one that was able to perceive.
No, they're
I'm-
kind of hidden from your senses. Part of the veil is masking the things. That's why. Now you still like
I basically
you know,
just say that, and they
those
probably
two
just
guys
look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Don't discern realities.
I'm gonna release 4 of the bioluminescent paralyzing flies into the air, just for the hell of it, and maybe some nature magic will come of that, and it'll illuminate the area, and I will see. There we go.
Well, me saying that, even though I didn't convince,
Did nothing.
It might still get him to like look and discern realities.
Well, that's what I was saying. He could still do that. All right. So you let the 4 luminescent butterflies out. All 4 of them, like one after another, are just like the lights go out.
A lot of good that did. Well, I'm still dazed.
Chris, roll for discern realities, man.
Oh,
Just because
Okay.
saying something probably got you to look, even if you it's just by me saying it.
yeah, no problem. Learn realities. Wisdom. Good.
Get that money.
9.
All right. So you get a question too. So you can have either what happened recently, what happens next, what to look for, what is useful here, who's in control, and what is false here.
And the what is false here is what I chose, which allowed me to see the bones. And that's choose whatever you want. I'm just saying.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Maybe whatever's doing the mind control and shit.
You decide, take kind of a breath. You've been stressing yourself out on everything, and you're just gonna kind of not even think about your god as you're focused. And you notice that you can feel the dead bodies. Not that you can see the bones or anything, but you can feel like the presence that there was a lot of basically creatures that were slaughtered here, like brutally. So it gives you that clear indication that you've probably gone down the path of the great beast.
Well, I'm gonna just throw caution to the wind.
That's what I should be on the lookout for. The body.
Well, I'm saying that you're feeling these. Well, you're feeling that there's a lot of,
Death around.
creatures that were killed around here. You can feel the death in the air, and because of that, you're pretty positive that you went down the path of the great beast.
So Gang was not convinced by me. You need to convince him.
I mean, apparently there's something warping my brain, making it so I can't like do anything.
I
Really.
charge forward
Boss, there's a
past,
fog all over
past Gang and them, and kind of let out a roar, because I'm angry.
Do that
Angry
roar.
bear.
Give us that angry bear
And
roar.
I run past them like sort of straight ahead, and I sort of slash out into the air, like with my claw, sort of just swipe out into the air with it.
Also, seeing this every time I see him go into like animal form kind of inspires me. So I'd say it gets noticed by me. Like, oh shit, he's a bear again.
Yeah, I'm getting impatient in my bear form.
Like he's about to go ape as a bear. So
So I
so-
need, you want me to roll like my strength or something for the slashing?
Maybe
No,
dexterity?
you just slashed in the air, kind of like getting Gang's attention and whatnot.
And I kind of turn around and slash and kind of growl and grunt and huff and
Alright.
puff.
Gang, do me a favor and roll your Constitution for me.
okay.
All right. So, Gang kind of stands there, staring at you. He's not coming with you, but he's not moving. I wouldn't say it's like you're paralyzed, gang, but it's almost as if there's something not letting you leave.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Like, while this is going on and they're doing this, I'm gonna look at the fucking fruit she gave me in my hand. I'm gonna, like, shrug. Like, give, like, fucking, Darzo one glance and give him, like, a sideways grin. And kind of, like, laugh, like, and just fucking, like, chew up the whole thing and swallow it down. Rapidly, like, mush it up to try to get it all.
Can I see this and take that cue and eat mine too? Or am I too stunned to even do that?
Hey, boss, save
say
yours
you're
right
stunned
now.
right now.
We
Like,
both want to be
really eat
fucked
it.
up. We don't both want to be fucked up if this goes south, you know?
Yeah,
Try
so
to stop him.
no, I think this is the only way out of this. I'm gonna take the mind expanding fruit thing, if I can.
Well, I just try to convince you otherwise. It's up to you.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm deciding.
You still do have control over your arms and everything. You just can't move. You can't
You
Yeah.
don't
walk.
have control over your bowels.
Well, I've been pooping this whole time, and
That's all he's been doing.
yeah, pooping and peeing and bleeding out my eyes, and then my poison's like coming out, and so I'm gonna eat that
Okay,
thing.
and
That
Yeah.
seems like the only way out. I look at you and I wink, and I eat my.
like, I'll give you a cheers by tapping the fruit together.
I don't know about that. I can't really tap mine. I can barely get it to my mouth.
Tongue, man. Put it
Oh
on
yeah,
your
that's how
tongue.
I'm doing it. I'm holding it in the palm of my hand and I grab it with my tongue because my tongue's not paralyzed. And I
We
eat.
cheers on it.
Cheers, fuckface.
I'm gonna kill you.
You guys eat the bitter, disgusting fruit.
I don't seem to have too much of a trouble.
It kind of dries your mouth out.
Reminds me of my mother's cooking.
The bitterness might not affect you.
It's really
But it
juicy,
also-
but it dries your mouth out somehow. It's paradox.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, and it feels like your throat is like closing up, but at the same time it feels like you're breathing in too much air. So it's
And
kind of like
before-
this really.
Before we did that, like, I'll look over at Bear, Darza.
Gotta watch our backs, buddy, okay? We might be a little sideways for this, yeah?
Whoop.
And so, yeah, okay. Like, I'll just fucking... I'm an old hand at fucking taking drugs and shit.
I would say I'm experienced as well. I'm just not constantly.
Especially hanging out with me and...
Yeah. And the fact that I make stuff, drugs.
But this could be something we totally have no experience for.
But I think the point is, it was given to us by a tree that wanted to bang me, and then
a tree that's named Blight and that steals cobbled children for God knows what.
well, I'm not a fucking cobbled.
I don't know if that's true. That's the rumor.
Yeah, it could be some racist ass cobbled old tale.
I'm saying all this is just in my head as a character. Like, my character's like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing this as the only way out, so I take it, and hopefully my pupils get really big, and then suddenly like time slows down, and I can move through the paralysis. I'm just moving really slow. Like it seems like
Give a,
I'm doing all right, but in reality, I'm moving really slow.
I just
Now
give
the-
like a slow pan around and just look
Doesn't
around.
kick in or anything. As you turn around, you notice a creature behind you guys. Very large creature.
What the fuck?
Boss, we need to do something about this, I think.
Is it that nut we ate?
I'm gonna already try to get into flanking.
Do I see the creature too? I didn't meet the.
Yeah, you guys can see the creature.
Yeah, it's there.
Remember, like I was saying, the stuff hasn't kicked in or anything yet. They just ate it.
But apparently I can move
Take
now,
it at a
so
time.
I'll assume it worked.
I think
Well,
your
it's not what
centipede's
saved
still
you,
fucked
but-
up though.
Oh yeah, is my centipede still fucked up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the rat
can
and
you
the centipede are still kind of
The rat is just in my pack. I decided to keep
Can
it
you
in.
right click on that creature thing and send it to the back?
Yeah.
There you go. Now if we.
There you go.
we'll-
Yeah, teabag that shit.
we'll-
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright, don't worry, half cent.
Keep an interval. Keep an interval.
I'm trying to like tell them. Like,
I rush in fearlessly and I make an attack at the creature. Like I slash at it with my big bear maul.
Maul that shit.
I try to maul it. There we go. 7. So, I take
We're
I
all
deal
so
my damage
inept.
and take damage. I make an attack on the enemy, and the enemy makes an attack on me. So let me roll my damage.
Yeah.
Max roll.
Dude, that's very good.
Yeah. How much? What happens here?
Alright, Alright, you're gonna roll a 1d6. He's gonna slap you with one of his little tentacle arm things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fucking, yeah. Looks like the rape tongue from The Strain.
I like that monster, by the way.
All right. So I managed to like give him a good slashing, a good mauling.
It's gonna lay eggs in us, I can
Lashes
feel it.
Back at me. Catches me with some of his spikes, like right in the side, and I'm like,
Alright,
Yeah.
Shrillix.
Shikax.
You were fine.
Shikax. But
Shrillix, right?
I've been drinking coffee this whole time. Can we all take a 5-minute break to? We probably all need it.
No, I don't have to
No.
poop.
We're all good.
I gotta piss. I'm sorry.
Alright, go
I really
poop.
want to go
Alright.
get some rich crackers because they're so buttery and delicious.
Go get some Ritz crackers.
I'll be
He's
munching,
gonna
Hey.
be-
crunching, and munching.
Hey Darzo, as a bear, are you able to give me back that potion? Because you're not gonna use it. And it looks like I need it.
Well,
no, but I made.
You just expanded your last hold, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I made a regular attack. If I do the slash attack,
Okay.
I don't even have to roll. I just spend my hold.
Okay.
So, while Owen is peeing, they did an interview with Werner Herzog, and Werner Herzog like asked him about Pokemon Go. And
Asked
this is what
who?
he had to
What?
say.
Oh.
They had to say they were telling him that Werner Herzog.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they asked him about it, and hold on a second. This is what they had to say. They're like, "What's it?" He's like, "I don't know what it is. What is it?" And the guy at Verge said, "It's basically the first mainstream augmented reality game." Blah blah blah. He says, "Does it tell you? Does it tell you you're here at Vincent, close to Sunset Boulevard?" And they say, "Yeah, basically it's like a Google map." He says, "But what does Pokemon do at this corner here?" And they say, "You might be able to catch some. It's all completely virtual. It's very simple, but it's also an overlay physically based information that now exists on top of the real world." It says, "When two persons in search of a Pokemon clash at the corner of Sunset and St. Vincent and the Islands, they do fight virtually. Physically, do they fight?" They're like, "No." He says, "Do they bite each other's hands? Do they punch each other?"
Did they bite each other's
He says, "The people were there." He's like, "Yes, there must be real people if there's a real encounter with someone else." That's all I had to say. Pokemon Go.
Do they bite each other's hands?
I love it. He said that literally. Do they bite each other's hands? Do they punch each other? Then he said the people were there, and he says, "Yes, there must be
Chris,
real people if there's a real encounter."
Do your impression of him talking about the chicken, like in a chicken's eyes, is like the most soulless, violent creature ever, or some shit.
My
I'm here.
God, I don't remember that.
To look into a chicken's eyes.
So we had left off, or you went to the bathroom. You were kind of coming in to flank them.
Basically, I'm gonna try to get low, a small size to my, and roll underneath them, and basically try to rend a big cut in his belly, like as I scream, like, "Boss, bomb us now!" I'm sorry, "Boss, bomb us now!" Like as I'm going in, try to disembowel him and make a hole for shove a bomb into.
Well, I guess this
Alright.
means I'm throwing you a ball.
Dirty roll.
Yeah, because it's precise. It's a rapier.
Okay.
Well, the dexterity to roll in under his legs.
I mean, you gotta try and.
Ah, you
That
just
has
get.
a +1. 1.
He just steps on you.
It's a success, not a
But it's
full
an
success.
8. It's an 8, yeah. To defy danger.
That's the melee attack, right?
No, that's the defy danger to
He's
roll
defied danger, so
under his legs.
worst outcome, hard bargain, or no reach.
It wasn't.
All right,
8,
so
it just doesn't reflect it.
so you're gonna, well, it doesn't matter, 7 or 8, it's all pass. Because it's 7 to 9 that you gotta get.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is you're gonna be able to roll underneath. You're gonna be able to take your stab at him.
I know,
Well,
it's
wait.
like a slice, like a disemboweled slice.
You're gonna try and take that slice at him. So you're gonna be able to roll your damage.
I thought it was Dex. Because I was just getting underneath it myself to attack.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that I was having you roll for that attack. If you're rolling to get underneath of there, then you're not gonna be able to attack right away. Because I had to give you some kind of penalty for not getting a full success.
For the good fit. I got it.
So do you want to do that, or do you want to roll for your attack as well?
So I can roll for an attack, but I get like an attack or something.
It'll be something like that.
Okay, that's fine.
Like
I'll
if
roll
you
that.
if you
I'll roll
are
that
just
dexterity
rolling your
for the
dex,
attack.
if you're just rolling your dex just to attack, like because you're using the precise weapon, then the rules say that you attack him and he attacks you.
Yeah, well, what we're saying is because
It's
he
close.
wanted to do the roll to get underneath of him was separate than the roll to actually attack him.
I just wanted
So-
to keep going
It's all kind of
through.
the
So
same
here's-
thing.
here's what's
No,
gonna
no, no, no.
happen.
This
Here's
is-
what
I don't know.
happens. Hey, here's what happens. You roll underneath of him. You're able to get the
As I
slash
try to
blow.
bring my
Here's what happens,
Oh, man.
fuckface.
trying to bring my rapier up as I roll, just for your perspective.
The problem is when you do that, and you take your slash, you don't have time to roll out, and he kind of belly flops you and does a 1d8 damage to you.
Just flattens out on top of you.
You gotta roll your damage too.
Yep, you got it.
That's what I did.
Oh yeah, his damage, your damage as well. So roll your regular damage there.
I think he did the D6, right?
No, he-
That was for the
That was the attack.
That was
Yeah,
Owen's
that was
attack.
Flawless. So in fact, you get to roll your regular damage plus a 1d6 because you rolled the 12 for attack.
This is the damage on that.
Okay,
Oh,
so you did 9.
And what I'll do also immediately is because he flopped down, I was able to burrow into the ground.
Come on. It's so much.
Well, he did the damage. The guy
Yeah,
did
but I'm
the
saying-
damage, period.
but
But
the
then
only
you
reason-
burrow into the ground. Yeah.
Rush me fully, that I started going down immediately.
Goddamn, Cartman's got too many powers.
Oh no, he still
No,
got
it's
hit.
Burrowing teeth.
It's just that's how he's writing how he got away from underneath the beast's belly.
Yeah, this giant fucking monster that fell right on top of me, like with its guts hanging out. Like
Alright,
I only took a little bit of damage because I managed to get under.
alright, can I do a thing now?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna get in the position, and I'm gonna get one of my bombs ready, and use a adventuring gear to quickly bundle an ounce of rapeweed around a flammable bomb, and try to toss it right in that big ass mouth of his, and
No, I cut the hole open for you to get in its guts.
well, I'm throwing it in the big ass mouth, not the hole underneath where I don't have a shot. And thing is, since you're still close enough, maybe you'll have to uppercut it to.
Just
No,
to be
no,
fair,
for-
you didn't slice him open so his guts are able to fall out or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just-
just made a big incision.
Anyways, I'm going to do a toss right into its mouth. I think that's Dex and a
I'm
+1.
already underground, so it should be okay.
Well, if it goes right in his mouth,
Not
I
necessarily. There could be consequences because you are close enough. And
I'm just using flammable. I don't. Let me make sure it's not instantly messy.
You had to pick Messi, I believe.
Yeah, so I picked Fire and Pearson, maybe. Fire and Stun. And so it's just like a fiery stun bomb wrapped in rape weed that hopefully gets all up in it. And just knocks it off balance. And I gotta roll Dex, and I think I got +1 because of my tongue thing. So let's see if I finally pull one of these off. There we go.
Excellent.
Wow. Fantastic.
So you nailed the throw. It falls right into his mouth. Roll me your damage.
It's probably screaming for me.
3 damage.
I mean, really, he's not down that much hit point. Like he is,
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
not.
But I mean, he does have a belly wound.
It's not nearly as bad as you're thinking it is.
Did 9 damage. I'm
These-
just going by.
I'm just saying that these creatures are like really tough skinned, so it's really hard. Like it's not
Oh,
bleeding
they
or
got
anything
a-
out of it. So you're doing damage
I
to it,
didn't-
but you're not.
I didn't realize you were applying armor.
Just
Yeah, I mean it's think of the creature itself. It looks like it's gonna have that thicker skin anyway. So you're able to slice through the skin. It'll totally get infected and stuff if you guys die, and they could die from the infection. But you know, it's not bleeding out or anything right now.
Okay, gotcha.
anyways,
Alright,
the bomb lands perfectly in its mouth. Hopefully.
Yep, it lands perfect, goes off. It spits up a little bit of fire for the next.
This was a stun bomb on top of fire and
Yeah.
rape weed, so hopefully he's
So for the
a little
next-
dazed.
He'll take a 1d4 damage for the next 3 turns, and that's like 3 of his turns.
Alright, each time it's
So
his turn.
what does he do now? Now that he's
Alright,
all
well-
pissed off now.
The stun bomb.
He's
went
gonna
off
be
in his
stoned
mouth,
as fuck.
and it actually like, you know, he kind of puts his head down, his mouth shuts, and it's making these like really loud huffing sounds, and you can tell that it's getting kind of pissed off. Okay, it takes that extra 3 damage. Burn.
He's
He
tripping
can't do
balls.
anything. So it's Darzo's turn again. Stunned.
So he's defenseless then.
Yeah.
Alright, I make another
You guys
good
each get
slashing
1
attack.
attack.
I'm gonna make a good slashing attack against him then, as a free attack. Deal my damage. Slash him up real good, maul him with my claw. Give him the claw, the claw.
Alright, as Skrillex is crawling up from the ground, we got Gang. I'll let you take the next attack. Or
You-
I was
Skrillex
kind of
warming up.
actually wanting, like, I burrowed underground, but I didn't necessarily want to get out from under him. I kind of don't want to come to straight up and like give him a rapier strike in my already.
I don't know if you'd want to do that in his current position because, you know, he's not really standing up too much.
No,
So
no,
you'll-
no. It would be like my
Okay.
hand and the sword. That's it. Like,
Coming out of the ground and stabbing him. Coming out of the
but I'm
rat
still
hole.
Underground for almost
He's
a
still underground, he's just poking up, hoping he hits.
Okay. Just-
So we'll say
So
you
you'll
go right up the same tunnel that you went up before. He is defenseless, so just roll me a damage.
Okay, backstab. When you surprise attacker surprise
Here it comes.
and a melee weapon, you could choose to roll plus dex. On a 10, choose to. It's backstab.
It's not from hole underneath stab.
I can choose one. Armor reduced by 1, plus 1/4 to your ally acting on it. Deal your damage plus 1d6, or you don't get into a fight. I think that distraction will give an ally +4 to an ally acting on it. Probably Gang there.
What's a forward? A +1 to whatever I roll?
Yeah, it means the next
Yeah.
time you do something to the creature, you're gonna get a +1 to your roll.
Alright.
Like an attack or a volley.
Well, if it's going to me now.
Remember that right now,
Wait,
it is
what?
defenseless right now for this turn. So
Yeah, I still got this crossbow, so I'm gonna fire the crossbow at it, at its little eyeball. Is that a little eyeball? I don't even know. Does it have an eyeball? I'll shoot it at the weird tail eyeball thing that's like squirming around in the air as it's stunned.
Alright.
Alright, so it's +1 damage, and I think I had to roll dex last time, so. Ow!
No, you don't have to roll. He's
You don't have
defenseless.
Oh, it's defenseless. Thank God. I take terrible aim.
Shot at it.
Terrible aim, and I still
I
get
have
it.
backstab, so I can do something.
So I gotta roll damage now, is that? I didn't
Yeah,
roll
you just have
damage.
to roll your
Hey, look, I rolled a 4 for damage. Alright. Get a little plink off. Not directly in the little eye thing, but in a tender area. It's like, row, row, row.
Alright, give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, I lost an ammo there.
I was telling them, Owen, that they did an interview with Werner Herzog, and they were asking him questions about a bunch of different stuff. But the topic came to Pokemon Go. They explained like how it works, you know, overlays on top of Google Maps and everything. And he says in the interview, I'll just read it in his voice. Does it tell you you're here at St. Vincent, close to the Sunset Boulevard? Yeah, it's basically like a Google map. But what does Pokemon do at this corner here? You might be able to catch some. It's all completely virtual. It's very simple, but it's also an overlay of physically based information that now exists on top of the real world. Then two persons in search of a Pokemon clash at the corner of Sunset and St. Vincent. Is there violence? Is it murder? They do fight, virtually. Physically, do they fight? No. Do they bite each other's hands? Do they punch each other? The people or the... Yes, there must be real people if it's a real encounter with someone else. This is what he said. This is I love him. They murder each other. No,
Okay, so are we saying that we got Darzo behind Beast?
I guess I'm kind of behind him now. He's turned around towards Gangnam.
Just doing a handstand.
Alright, so now it's Beast's turn.
Why is my
he's
centipede all
not
fucked up?
I didn't get a chance to go down, so I just still have a rapier. So I'll stick it in there.
Can my centipede come to yet, or is he still fucked?
She's a little fucked right now. Just like Owen's rat.
Goddamn weird
There's
magic.
something going on. Alright, so what it does is it raises its body off the ground. Shrux. Whatever.
Shikax.
I broke it down in
Shikax.
like Shikax or something like
It's Shikax, yeah.
Shikax. You gotta end it with a
that. Alright, the shit cat.
Shikax.
Roll me your constitution.
Power Infinity. Yeah. It's real naming.
Ouch. Alright, mark your experience. All of a sudden, like, while you're sitting there in your hole, with your rapier pointing up and everything, you start getting these visions in your head. And they're vague visions of your employer, gang.
Uh-oh.
And it's kind of like making these, almost, like, demonic, like, faces come off of him. And it's laughing in this like really high pitched. I'm trying to think of what to compare it to. Just think of like a high pitched laugh that's just cackling away.
Hyenas laughing?
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Danny DeVito.
Look at order of protection and see if that's do have the amulet. Protection against magic, but the actual text of it says targeted by magic, but I don't know if
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you did. The only thing is, you would have had a better outcome using this if you would have gotten a better roll. Because you did roll that's your constitution. And the thing is, the thing is casting like, some kind of mind control spell on you.
yeah, but this is
So-
separate.
That's what I'm saying. You're rolling your constitution. That is that. That is what you would use to defend it, your ward. So you'd have to roll
Oh,
constitution.
you went ahead and use my roll. I thought you were just rolling regular.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to roll for your thing, right? Is
Yeah,
something-
but I thought you were just I was rolling a regular.
Well, that's what. Well, either one, it would have been a wisdom. That's what I'm saying. You just have better outcomes with your ward roll.
Yeah, but
So
I did.
basically,
That's what it. Whose go is it?
the 6 is still a fail on any of these. So you start getting these visions of your boss and everything, and they're like making him into a demon that he's laughing at you and stuff. And you can see him irritating you.
Okay.
And
the thing
all
is-
you can thing
I'm
is,
sorry.
go ahead.
For the text of it, at 7 and 9, you can use it for an effect of lesser or exhaust yourself with targeted choice.
That you rolled a 6.
Fail.
That is not a 7 or
Yeah,
9.
fail.
Okay.
That should both happen. I get a debility and suffer.
Sure.
Well, he still hasn't even finished saying what happens, so we don't exactly know what's gonna happen.
I don't see anything that says on the fail.
I think like what it's saying
I think
there
on a
is like
fail,
fail, you just suffer it to the full degree, but on a partial success, you could choose to like take it to a lesser degree, or you could choose to take a debility and shrug it off. That's
okay,
the
I just take it.
yeah. You just
This
take
is the
it.
first time we're gonna get.
Yeah.
No,
no, I
you
understand.
rolled a 6. A 6 is a fail.
It's the
You have to
fail.
roll
It's just
7 or 9, so that's all that happened.
You failed, motherfucker.
Alright.
Go on, Jesse.
So it's implanting all this like rage and anger inside you and it's showing Gang as like your enemy.
And I have like a
Maybe they
mustache
have
now.
to kill.
Keep going, just background laughing.
You gotta go. It's like Star Trek.
Yeah, every time it cuts back to me, I've got like a more nefarious piece of clothing on. It's just
And, so this basically paralyzes me. Life is constant.
Well, what it's making you do is it's making you focus on Gang as if he's your enemy.
Do I notice this? Do I notice that he like he
You
gives like
honestly you don't because he's underneath this creature in the ground right now.
is it my go now?
One other thing. Well,
Is it?
monsters. are
I
still
shot at it.
attack.
I think.
Gotcha.
I think
He
Chris
does
is
take a
next, though.
He
Let's-
takes a -2 or -3 because of the burn, so he takes one more burn after that. He's gonna swing with his tentacle slam at Gang since Gang is in front of him.
I will do a
But
froggy flip
it's
defy
gonna be
danger if I
maximum
can.
length.
Oh, okay. Do I just take it?
So no, you can try and get away. You want to defy danger.
So
Jump
Dex. Yeah, I mean, do I get my +3 to jump for that? Does that make it real easy for me to get out?
You are a frog.
So 9. Got my jump. So I just do a graceful jump and I.
So that
I perch on a something over here.
Alright, so you're able to make it out of the way. His tentacle slams on the ground, you know, just there's like bones
Kerploosh.
flying everywhere. And at that moment, you guys can see like everything that was really there. Like it's just like a bone graveyard now.
Is
The
ground
the
that
veil
we're
gets knocked away.
Did we think that the path we were walking was in fact like just a path?
You guys thought it was just like a path of just like sand and dirt. There wasn't anything special there. Like you guys couldn't see it. You couldn't even feel like the bones crunching underneath your feet.
It's probably like dead trees and just bones everywhere and scary dark
Probably
fog.
Feet infections.
Well, not if you have proper footwear, but none of us have any footwear, so.
Okay.
Okay, so
on my go, I want to spend my only hold to make that swipe attack against the monster here. So roll my damage. And I
Turn
go
back in.
to Darzo there. And if I may, I'd like to do one more action.
Please, God, let him. You have to pray to Celedris.
I'm gonna cast a spell if it's okay.
yeah, I mean it's like I said, as long as it's not an attack.
So I look at the, because I used all my holds, so I had to start looking.
Oh,
You know, you only get up to 3 holds. When you run out of holds, you lose your form.
totally.
Yeah. So that's why you have the holds. You use it to like get free actions to do that. But then when you run out, you're done. So anyway.
Pray to your God.
I hold my staff out and I say, you might be ugly, but you think you look scary. I will teach you real fear. And like that sounds like I'm dramatic. I hold my staff out and I cast cause fear on it. That's a wisdom roll.
Come on.
Fuck!
God damn. You are just
Somebody
not getting them rolls.
there, man.
Yeah, I know, dude. My god hates me. The cast spell thing, yeah, on a 7 to 9, but I did a 6. So draw 1 unwelcome attention, or put yourself in a spot. The GM will tell you how. You're casting difficulty from the beginning, you take -1. Ongoing, you cast the spell until the next time you can use it. Or after it's cast, the spell is full player damage. You cannot cast it. So, what do you want to do there? Did it forget the spell? Do you want me to... Maybe he's gonna maybe he's really gonna notice me. Senpai, please notice.
I made one of my bonds. Darzo is money well spent, like I believe it, but now I don't. 'Cause your God hates you.
I get it, dude. Every wisdom roll. It's my biggest stat, too.
That's
And I
my
cannot
next
fucking-
bond with you is gonna be what is up with your God? Like, does your God hate you?
I already have one like that. Like, ours just seems to-
Okay, so what happened?
That's why I had that bit of
Yeah.
Let me. How do you spin this thing around?
I don't think you
grab
can
the little, like, team
uh,
that pops up on the top.
horizontal flip.
Okay.
though.
There you go.
Ah, it's flying.
I'm gonna turn him. So he's turned around. He's facing that Darzo now, and you see him close the thing on the back of his tail tentacle,
Ah,
and it like kind of lunges back and pulling back as if he's getting ready for like a really big attack.
it's
powering
up. I go. It's getting ready for a big attack. Well, I am going to. Oh, I got all these bombs. I don't know if I want to use my bomb. I will Hey, is this thing made of rock, people? No, it's not.
No, it's an organic substance.
Alright. I still have some of these centipede poison glands. I'm gonna stick one on one of my bolts for my crossbow. I guess I'll fix it with adventuring gear, and if I can do it real fast, just like whoop whoop whoop, and take a shot at like a soft part, hopefully getting that poison in there nice and deep. So I will roll dex. Do I need? I don't think there it is. Is that a pass? 8.
Couldn't hear what you were saying. Oh. Alright.
Well,
You're throwing your bomb, right?
no. Sorry, I thought you heard me. I'm putting my poison on the crossbow bolt. And
Okay.
launching it.
You're doing volley. And on a 7 to 9, you can either lose an ammo, so you can go down in ammo, or you do 1d6 less damage.
I'll lose an ammo, and that'll be the last of my ammo for this thing. So,
Alright. So roll me your damage for him.
and then whatever the poison the centipedes would have, because it's one of their poison glands I put on there. So some damage over time, or whatever you had planned for us before.
Alright, let's go to Shahek.
And I dropped the crossbow, never to be seen again.
Okay, right now, like in your mind, the only enemy that you have right now is Gink. You can.
You want to kill me?
Now we can roll to get out of
If
that.
okay, listen. If I roll Constitution,
Come at me, bro.
I listen. If I roll
To kind of like
Constitution-
get your head together.
Yeah, to be like, this isn't my enemy or something like that. And then, like, I try to shake it up.
So what happens?
Am I,
Shahek?
oh, wait. Am I targeted by a magical it's targeting me? Or it's just him?
It's already said and done. Like he's been able to grab mind control over you. It's like it's
No,
he's
but I
slowly-
didn't get my roll of protection reaction from him.
You're mind controlled, Owen. You want to kill me, so try to kill me. Just try to kill me. Go for it, man. You have my blessing.
This is what the
I'm
visions and stuff-
I'm laughing at you, twiddling my mustache. I have the skull of your grandmother in my hand, and I'm drinking out of it.
I'm pretty sure I never just said word of protection. I just said
Hey, this is reality now.
well,
This is all you know.
I let go of the embedded fear and immediately like just dig enough to get out of the turn, and I just fucking took full sprint. With short rounds.
I see this in my periphery, and I
Okay,
get I do the people's eyebrow.
running
What?
at him. Alright, then you want to roll the Constitution to see if you can pull yourself together before you attack, or are you just gonna let your...
No, let him attack. I want to see this happen.
Alright, roll that strength. You're running up
Well,
with your...
if that's what your option is.
No, see, you shouldn't put that out there. You should
Well,
have just
that's
let the
what
attack
option was.
happen.
That's what I had originally said.
But he was asking for, like, a way to roll out of it. And now he's sprinting at me. So,
And now
Alright.
maybe I just waver. I waver.
So-
I'm not sure.
So it's a success, but not a full success, so you don't break the hold that the creature has over you right now. But you're
No,
able
I can
to...
just go underground. I can let go of the thing.
You shouldn't have thrown that roll in there. Would have been fun.
No, the creature has a mental hold on you, is what I mean. Like the mental hold that it has over you, that is controlling you, making you want to attack gang.
Just roll for an attack on me. That's what needs to happen.
That roll had passed, but you were still under his control.
And this 7 was me trying to break out of that as I charged.
But that
7 was trying to break out. It was not a full success, so it did not completely break the spell, but you are not attacking.
Alright.
So you have to, when we talk, you have to listen. So you know what's happening. Alright? You didn't break the spell, but you were able to pull yourself back so you didn't attack gang. So you're able to stop, like you were trying to attack. He can see that like you wanted to attack him, but then there's something inside you fighting back, so he knows that it's not you that's controlling him.
I come to a skidding halt almost in front of him. I should say, kind of like a few times that you Boss, what are you doing here? What's a demon? We gotta kill that thing. This is nuts compared to
I attack it now. I was looking forward to that. I don't know. You looked crazy, man. You looked nuts. And I go back to attacking the creature.
I grab your shoulder. What do you mean by crazy? I have my mental faculties ahead of me. You know this.
I give him a little.
What's going on?
I give him a little. I grab his shoulders and I go, oi, 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 oi. And that's how I calm him down. It's something I've been doing lately. So there you go. I try to calm you down with that move. Maybe that's charisma. Here we go. Helping him chill out a bit. I don't know what else to do other than start fighting the monster. Focus!
Alright.
Focus,
So
man!
That noise you guys are just making.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Gang, we lock eyes and it causes me to stumble. You know what I mean? But it doesn't absorb my eyes. It makes me stutter.
You attacking me now? Well, move your guy by me. If you're gonna kiss me or attack me.
Alright. Well, you guys are actually supposed to be next to each other. You're having that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was over here when he ran for me. Pretty much.
Alright, so
Basically, burrowed down under the ground.
So you're sprinting at me.
no, that wasn't established. You're still up to the ground.
Yeah, you sprinted at me.
Next step, that's good. Alright,
I
so
was under the ground stabbing.
And then you
got
climbed
on the
up and
ground,
you sprinted at me.
ran over to tackle him and use your claws as a slashing technique.
And you dropped your rapier. You dropped your weapon by the monster, so you're here with your...
I'm saying I was burrowing back.
That's not what it sounded like. That's not what it sounded
Okay, but you were under the ground. You said that you got up and you ran to tackle him. And in that run is when you rolled your constitution, you skidded to a stop, your words.
And you realize you're in love with me.
You realize you want a big sweet rock spur.
And you
But
see how
no.
edgy it's my furs are so open, like my claws are fucking
It's like a 14-year-old goth kid.
I'm just northing and about like fog is coming, and I'm just rapidly scanning for
I take one step away, one square away from you.
Well, it's too late to move one square away because the boss is attacking.
Ow.
Which is what I've been trying to get to. Alright, so
I
he's
move
gonna
closer.
attack on you too. It's a 1d10 plus 2. It's
We-
a tentacle slam. It's where he slams his back tentacle with the strongest attack.
We each roll one?
Can we define it?
Oh yeah, I guess. Defy danger.
Yes, you
What-
may defy danger. You're going to take a -1 on your defy danger.
8.
So it's still a success.
And this isn't a jump, this is just me like rolling out of the way.
Yeah, I mean this is a defy danger. You couldn't. Your jump out of the way would have been defy danger.
Wait, I get a +1 using my soul skill.
Okay, so That cancels out the -1, so. Alright,
I take 2 steps back. Huzzah! Fucking
Who's on the-
centipede being
your
useless.
character actually moves closer to the beast. Not like it puts you in a worse position, and it's not so much of, well, I mean, mostly it's because you rolled a 7 and 9. But we're gonna say it's because like you have that, you feel safer close to him than you do Gang for some reason. So like instinctively you move closer to the beast that does want to hurt you. Alright, took us 3. Alright, beast did miss his big attack. So you guys rolled out of the way, it's Darzo's turn again.
Okay. So I yell at the creature like, "You ain't scared of that." I use these chompers to bring down with all of my cobble strength, like right on his tail lip there.
Oh shit.
Um,
Going for a ride.
do you want me to roll like a regular attack there?
Yeah, just roll a regular attack.
Boom.
Jump!
X.
That's determined for that. So I get, because that was my move, I have these chompers. I do 2d6 damage. Plus
So
I
you
get
do
an extra
36.
d6. Yeah. So let's see, 3 6s here.
Ripping that tail off, I hope. Nice.
I'll take it. That's 11 damage, motherfucker. I chomp down, like, right on his tail, as hard as I can. My cobble, lizard man jowls.
With such a painful bite, you notice his tail fall to the ground. He kind of flops on the ground like a fish out of water, but it can't lift it back up to attack again.
Make him lift
It seems to be extremely pissed off though.
Good.
I take 1 more step away from it.
Alright.
Boss, you need a little help over here.
You don't trust me, huh?
Alright.
You look like a madman. Oh, it's not my turn yet. I'm waiting. I'm just saying I took a step back.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You roll a constitution roll real quick to see if you're able to snap out of his spells before. Alright, so you've had 2 successes in a row on being able to take control, so we'll say that you have control over your movement, but you still haven't fully gained control, but you have control this turn. And the creature is looking worse for wear right now.
That limp ass tail.
You gotta do some stuff. I'm gonna try to run fucking straight up his back.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely limp up and just run to the back of his neck. Gold chain. Let's get rid of this fucking
It's not that long of a gold chain. Think of the gold chain as maybe like a foot long.
Well, I use it with trigger.
Okay, so you make a giant noose, basically.
Yeah, well, kinda. I just like it's more like a
Make a lasso and you lasso it and you ride it.
But I figure I should have to.
Well, look at how much large that thing is. So yeah, roll me your strength. See if you're able to even gain control. And it says hell no. In fact, while you're trying to attack it like that, it shakes you off and you roll a 1d6 damage when you land.
Okay. Question is, can it
No.
No, you cannot divide it because you were attacking. The whole damage was because you failed your attack. That's it.
You gotta take damage sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you guys have taken a lot of damage. I expected you to take a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't been hit yet.
Alright, gang, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, I will run in, or no, I will jump in and try to... is there an eye socket or something? Like a very noticeable soft point?
No,
Darza killed that
it all
tail.
looks like...
I'm gonna try to jump.
From my position on the ground, I just scream out at the beginning, "Fire, boss! Fire!"
While he's even yelling that, I'm already jumping right for its left weird tentacle wing thing with my dagger out, and I want to like ride my dagger down its wing thing and like rip it like a pirate going down a sail or something with his knife out. I want to do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll my dex.
Where are your decks?
There we go. I perch myself on there and stick my dagger in and roll my damage, I guess, right?
Yep, roll me some damage.
And I do a 3. I give it 3 damage down the wing. And I feel very...
Well, even a small aerodynamic fuckery.
It's not like... I don't know if he was flying, to be honest. I don't even think he can.
And you've never seen him even... His
Well, I'm
wings
saying
don't
if he
look like they can
tries.
even fly.
Tries.
I actually assumed it doesn't fly. I just wanted to rip its wing up. And I since I rolled decent on dex, I'm like I look very self-satisfied as I come down off its wing with that little tear in it, and I like point at it like, yeah.
Alright, it immediately takes a bite at you.
Ah! What do I roll? Do I have? I mean,
roll
I can
your-
defy danger, but I feel like I should take a bite for once.
I mean, if you
Well,
wanted to take it, I mean, you can, but you can try and endure it with your constitution.
Endure a bite? No, you know what? Can I do this? Before it goes to bite me, can I exude my skin poison so it gets a big bite of poison? My sleep poison?
You can.
There you go. So I'm...
Is it like an automatic thing? It's like an automatic...
I push it out like I'm pooping, like, so it's like I can do a quick, and it'll come out enough that it'll get it in its mouth. Just assume I can do that. I'm right up in its mouth, so I squeeze out the poison, and I guess what, Constitution to endure as much as I can, or just take the bite.
If you're doing the poison thing, you're just gonna take the bite.
All right, I'll take the bite. I hope it's not 15 damage.
Roll that 5d8. No, that's 1d8. That's all you need.
There you go.
Damn. So as soon as he breaks down, he tastes that poison, and it doesn't do any damage to him, but it's definitely something that his palate cannot take. So he immediately spits you back out. You get the slimy goo of saliva from this creature on you.
I'm riding around in it for a second. Woo! Woo! And I get tossed. Sorry, it's just like a cowboy at the rodeo. There you go, I'm laying down on the ground now.
Alright.
Covered in monster spit.
To get upset and start swinging his tentacles around wildly, making it even harder to get any attacks in on him. Alright, so that was his turn. He's kind of in like a berserk mode.
Yeah, how's he looking as far as health? Is he pretty injured now, or is
Oh
he
yeah.
a lot of pep?
Like I was telling Sherlock's there. I like calling him Sherlock's. Comes off the tongue. But as I was telling Sherlock, he looks worse for wear. I mean, his back tail's on the ground, he can't really pick it up. He seems to kind of be, moving with almost like a limp on his left side now.
I'm less than half. Like,
So I look at him and I yell out the fighters was in the park, eh? And like I turn into a big, huge gator.
Oh,
No, that's the wrong thing. I rolled charisma shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
you gotta roll your wisdom.
you're not a very charismatic kid. You still get it?
I'm not. I don't get any points for that.
Oh,
I fucked up.
Okay, you rolled the wrong thing.
that was a wisdom.
So on a 7 to 9, I pulled 2. So and you gotta give me 2 gator moves.
Alright, so you get death roll.
Nice.
Let's see, we need another big gator.
What about bite?
We're gonna go with Chomp.
I was gonna say the word chomp. Didn't even know if it was a thing.
I write these down so if I go back into these,
The norms.
yeah, then okay. So, Chomp and Death Roll. I am going to spend my hold, one of my hold, to like, as I'm turning into the gator, run up and just like chomp on his back, just like maybe like his rear, like driver's side or something. I don't know, or left rear leg.
Driver's side.
Starboard.
Driver's side leg.
Yeah, so do I get the double damage there for the chomping? On his leg? Oh, I should roll a... No, I'm spending a hold, so I don't have
You
to
spend a hold to the free attack.
re-attack and take away one of my...
And what's your damage normally? A 6? Alright, roll me a d8.
Oh,
Damn.
I bite on it. Can I hold fast? Can I hold fast to the leg?
I'll let you hold on to it.
Good,
That
okay.
does leave you open for a gator roll if you want to.
Yeah, so let me hold on to that. I bite into it. Hold on tight. Make a gator. I don't know what those gators make.
Alright, so we got 2 guys on the ground. Who's gonna get up and go first?
I would say I need a moment after being spit at.
Alright.
Give it to Owen.
I can say that the kind of like control that he had over you is completely gone now. He's become weakened enough that he can't focus enough to hold on to it. So what would you like to do?
I think Owen fell asleep.
Did I miss anything? Did he say he was going to be right back? Because I don't remember hearing it.
No. Uh-oh.
Alright, gang, it's your turn.
Guess he's still stunned. So I pop back up. Brush out some of that slobber. So you got 1 damage off on him and you're holding on to his leg. And you got him distracted, I'm guessing. And,
Yeah, it's definitely worried about its leg right now. But not enough that it can't defend itself, so you do have to roll for your attack on defenses.
alright. Yeah, let me see what I got on me. I will just go for... I'll walk right up with a firebomb. And we're all right next to it. I'm gonna just start stabbing it in its other leg. I'm gonna walk right up on the other side and start stabbing it like in the joints.
Alright.
So roll dex.
Using your
My pierce
dagger that has precise, right?
precise. Yeah.
Alright. Roll your dex. Excellent.
And then
Now roll your damage.
nice.
Alright, and you get an extra plus 1d6 with that.
So roll. Okay. Why do I get that?
Because you rolled a success on that.
So
Alright.
7
So you
damage.
start tearing at his joint.
Stab,
Putting it
stab.
in front, the back legs, it's kind of wobbling. It pulls its tentacles out like it's about to come down on Gang, and the entire creature just collapses on the ground and lets out like a big like. It's like sound is like being rushed out of it as air is being rushed out of the creature.
I rush over to
Like-
Shikax. I poke him. That's all.
Ah, what's the word?
He's alive. Oh, we were worried about you, man.
Ah, so flesh wounds. I take many just on my face.
Yeah, I hand him. Oh, sorry. Finish. Jesse was explaining things. What you're
I was
doing.
just basically telling you that the creature died.
I'm gonna hand Shikax this healing potion I got on me.
No.
Alright, never mind. No healing potions.
Oh, thank you. And I put my hands on it.
Ah, what are you doing?
I try to channel my god.
I gotta see this.
God damn it.
That's what you say. You lay your hands on him and you yell, "God damn it!"
Why isn't this shit working?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe, my God.
My god hates me. I literally rolled a double snake eyes.
Owen should have to take a little damage for that.
What happens? Think of something terrible next.
Your hands should die. Wither up and die.
You start noticing like these little they look like parachutes, kind of like a dandelion's little, what do you call them, the spores that come off of the dandelion. Not but yeah, you
Bear
start
cub.
seeing some of those floating down, and as they come down, you're watching these beautiful white cottony looking things just like turn into these blackish, decayed looking things that just start falling to the ground as they get closer to you.
Turns out it's tree poop.
You begin to be, like, you know, you're really shaking in your faith and everything, and you begin to doubt whether your God is actually there. So the next time you guys sit down and rest, you're probably going to need to do like a really long communion with your God that you would be able to use your skills again.
It's probably not even really your god. It's like Loki playing a trick on you.
Okay. I just kind of just kind of defeatedly fall back.
You're like the Charlie Brown of druids right now. Like, arr!
I do all the druid stuff great.
Dude, the Druid stuff is fun. This is his
Oh yeah,
you guys.
you're Charlie Brown and the Pumpkin King without Jesus or something. It's horrible.
I don't know what any of that means. But okay.
Charlie Brown and the Pumpkin Thing without you.
I don't know, there's always a very religious thing to that. Peanuts. To the peanuts.
Agenda.
Well, except for lesbian children. That's pretty obvious.
What about the Red Bear?
You're a red bear. So I'm gonna give So is Owen like hurt and passed out? Or what?
No, I don't think he was
You weren't.
like really injured that bad. Was he?
Discern realities.
I mean, you could.
Have I seen this creature before, or can I spout lore to know if I've seen this creature before?
You could spout lore to know more about it.
Actually, no. I would prefer. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to know what exists so that I can meet a monster and get that experience for it. I will spout lore, or to help me learn about it or something. Is that what you're saying?
You'll learn something useful or interesting about it.
All right. Roll my intelligence. Right for that.
Excellent.
I pay very close attention as I look at its genitals and claws.
If you take a good look at this creature, you don't know anything about this creature, but there's something you know a lot about, and that's the kind of meat this creature has. And typically, if it's not prepared correctly, it won't hold. But you know a way that you can cut it in certain parts of the meat that you can cut. You guys can get yourself a good number of rations off of this creature.
All right, and I consider that, and I say, guys, I got plans for this, so I think we're gonna be camping soon. So I might be off in a corner with this guy, and yeah, don't worry about that, because I am not gonna turn in rations.
Sounds a bit
You know, you also think of one other thing that you haven't told your allies, and that's that their tails of this kind of creature, you've seen the gems that are embedded in them, and you know that they're worth a lot of money. So if you could get the gem out of its tail, you know you could sell it or use it in some kind of magical formula later.
Well,
Possibly.
that part, well, knowing that, I walk over and I cut off the tail bit and I toss it to the guys. I'm like, those gems are worth a pretty penny, so feel free to cut them out, and when we go into town, we will buy ourselves some frog alcohol and other substances. Gotta get to the Midgie. Either way,
Gotta.
I give you guys a tail, and I want to make my next homunculus out of parts from this guy. So that's what I'm gonna go with. What? Sorry?
Alright, we're gonna try to turn Owen off the key.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're fine right now. Anyways. But yeah, I don't know. Where?
I cut out one of the levels.
You could put a gem from the Great Beast, and the Great Beast you can capitalize, make it a proper noun.
Is it 3 of them? Because it looks like there's 3 in there. So, in the tail, anyways,
Yeah.
in the picture.
I do have 3 written down because, like you said, from the picture it looks like there's 3 of them, the larger one, 2 smaller ones.
Alright. I'll say I pop out the one of the smaller ones before I toss it to them. And then they got the big one and a smaller one. So,
You know what, you guys ration.
you do what you gotta do. Your god's been taking a real big shit on your chest this past couple days. And as he goes off into the swamp.
I just wrap myself up.
Did you guys want to set up a camp here?
Seems good. It looks like my half centipede is out of commission. We killed the beast. Hopefully it's not like a part of a maiden pair, but we'll find
No,
out.
this was the only one. You don't have to worry about that for now.
That's tragic. But
Is the magnetic field field still, the magic field still?
Yes,
right
that
there?
dark magical field is still there. It was obviously a different kind of, a different spell that's been cast over it that doesn't involve the Great Beast. So
Hey,
you,
Rust, I think we should head back before camp. This place is a safe man, shoot you all around. You can see it, right?
Well, I listen to him and I'm like, all right. And then I cut off basically the just like the front section of that thing where it's just like the mouth and the couple legs and arms. I cut that off and I lug it with us. Hopefully Darza is not too far away and he can find us.
No, not too far away. Are we gonna head out or are we gonna
I guess we shouldn't stay here because there's so much terrible magic. So
you still gotta either continue on, go back.
oh, we're not going back. No.
If you want to go forward, we'll continue.
Well, either way, we're probably calling it soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I was asking if you guys wanted to set camp up here.
Well, I mean,
yeah, probably.
just set up
I mean,
camp.
You guys are down with the Great Beast, so.
Yeah, we'll make a nice perimeter. I have to put my centipede out of commission so I can use the goo to make my next homunculus. And we need to rest. At least, not really damaged.
Interesting night patrols.
Well, shit, I don't know. Chris has got to go talk to his god, so we definitely need to rest. He needs to settle some shit. So,
Get shit together.
yeah, Chris is wandering through the forest, just so dejected.
I don't think I'm off. I don't think I'm off. I just need to like meditate for a while.
Well, you're as good as wandering in the forest. You're just like a rock sitting next to a tree. Nothing.
Okay, end of the rations.
Alright. For the dungeon rations, we'll say you guys are able to get 10 off of him, minus the one that you're gonna. Well, we'll say you're able to get one off of him too, so you get an extra. You each get an extra 10 dungeon rations. And then. Do we have any bonds we can resolve?
Gink is looking stronger these days and everyone else is to his advantage.
I did get stabby. You know, I didn't
Gink
use
broke out of
strength.
Prison. I own for this. They did not have him for altruistic. Yet, Darja's confused and smells communication with this guy failed him. Darja doesn't partake. We need to get him on board the intoxication train.
Also, Darza, I think you could settle because the bond doesn't have to be positively resolved, but to see that his faith has been shaken, and now he's all trying to commune with his god, he feels.
Well, that's why I talked to him
for a
about
second.
it. So I kind of have an idea what's going on.
Yeah, and then the intoxication thing, you know, you understood why he doesn't do it, so I think that would resolve that bond.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. I have, I'm suspicious of Chicago. I don't know if I've resolved that yet.
It may be on the right track if you saw him kind of go after Gang a little. I think.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. I may add another version yet. But, Gang will listen if I think we can. Get rid of any of, anything like that, if I can convince him to do anything. I'm concerned about what Gang will do. I think I have resolved this. Like, because, I know that we're in danger, but I feel maybe like more confident in like our ability to overcome and I believe in gang now. I think that we just stick together.
Believe in me and not Celedris.
How is...
That might actually work out here.
How much hit points do we heal?
Because it's a regular camp, you heal back half of your hit points. It's half
Half
your
of the hit points you lost, or half of the hit points total?
half the total. Half the total.
Well, I'm all back up to running form.
Interestingly enough, I have achieved my alignment this time too. I eliminated an unnatural thing.
Yeah, I got mine too. Disregard safety or
Avoid
ethics to make a
detection.
new discovery.
Avoid detection or infiltrate an area. Fox maybe, infiltrate that. The rat, avoided detection following that guy. I don't know if you want to count me.
No, not so much on. Got your thing on there. I mean, you haven't really infiltrated anything, and really you weren't doing anything to be detected. So, no, I don't think you fulfilled your alignment.
I didn't infiltrate by sneaking under the ground. Stacking that guy.
No, that's not infiltrating an area. Location.
Well, it says avoid detection.
Didn't do either.
Yeah, I don't think you avoided, you just... Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, did we learn something new and important about the world?
Dark magic in that fucking
There
area.
is some serious magic going on.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit going down. My guy was flabbergasted.
You got to see all that shit, you got to talk to the hippie tree lady.
Yeah, that too. Ate that fruit that hasn't kicked in yet. Maybe, I don't know, might have.
This might be the night that it kicks in. You're gonna have a wonderful time.
We're an awful time.
So what's the next one?
Hippie. Overcome the notable monster enemy. I'd say most definitely.
Yeah.
I was surprised that it went as smooth for you guys as it did. Because he was set up to be Dude, he was set up to be such a fucking... Should have had him attack more. Do at least 2 attacks per turn.
Yeah, you gotta not be afraid to do damage. Get a partial success, all your deep shit down.
Yeah. I don't mind if you give me shit for low success. Bring it on. Makes it more interesting.
Alright.
And what is looking for like the last?
And the last one is looted any memorable treasures. Got a few good things out of this.
We got the gems.
The
Yeah.
expensive gems, you got the blue potions.
Yeah.
Right. That is it then.
I have 14 out of 9 XP. Still leveled up right now.
Yeah, I'm 15.
Today was the night of leveling, eh?
Good.
Yeah.
Needed some more.
I think I'm becoming wiser.
So we get one skill point for that. Huh?
When you level up, yes.
Jesse, also try to keep a note in case I forget that I have that mutagen on that gives me the +1 strength. Otherwise, I might leave it on and forget and do something else and fuck it all up. That's the only reason I have 13 strength.
Alright, yeah, I got a note of that. And I put a note saying that it's still on as of today.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my trap. I'll be honest that there were a couple clues that you guys could have found that would have told you the right way to on the path. But
Well, if we just looked at the area and we would have seen things.
yeah, if you had like just inspected something, that you had seen, or
We tried. We got a bunch of fails, man.
yeah. Well, the thing that it was if you had just looked at it, you would have. It would have been easy inspect because it would have been something you could see, and you would have been like, oh, I noticed this one thing.
Chris did that. He's just like, I have correct.
Okay, but that's at one spot. I'm talking about at every spot you went to. There was stuff at certain ones.
Do a 360 no scope.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I mean, what I'm saying is I put this stuff out there, so it's a possibility that you can find it, but it doesn't mean that you will.
Did Chris's God direct this? Is that's what we got? Darzo's God.
We did direct this.
How did we pick the beast path?
We took it randomly, essentially.
But I decided on taking the beast path. Oh, we rolled the dice. Okay. Yeah, that's how we did it. I just remember saying, well, let's go for the beast.
You were like, let's go down the middle because I'm neutral.
Yeah. And then we went to the left.
You went to the left. I had my fingers crossed on what you guys were gonna pick.
I didn't want to go down the easy path, but who knows? It might have met some like bard or something.
You could have found some things that you didn't want to find, you know.
That too. Well, we'll go check every path while we're here. Let's see. We got a new skill I can pick from now.
I think I'm gonna take this one, because I think I'm doing okay in battle right now. I think I'm on that skill. I'm gonna take Communion of Whisper. You spend time in a place making note of his resident spirits and calling for the spirits of the land. Roll plus wisdom. You will be granted a vision of significance to you, your allies, and the spirits around you. On a 10 plus, the vision will be clear and helpful to you. On a 7 to 9, the vision is unclear, its meaning hurting. On a miss, the vision is upsetting, frightening, or traumatizing. GM may describe it. Take negative 1. Because I take negative 1. Like in regards to that.
Wow.
So I'm gonna do that. Communion of Whispers, that is a really cool, interesting thing that I hate to think that my character this fits in. Seems to have vision. I already gave myself one. So I am HP. I'm already halfway to level 4. This is pretty great. I think I already know what I'm going to take for level 4 as well. There's this elemental mastery skill that I kind of want. It could be a battle skill, but it's not really. It's an elemental mastery. You call on the primal spirits of fire, water, earth, and or air to perform a task with roll wisdom. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. On a miss, some catastrophe occurs. These are the things to choose from. The effect you desire from the spirit's attack. You avoid paying dangerous price, or you retain control. So, always have to choose one of them. 7 to 9 have to choose 2 of them that affect the happen. And then on this, everything is position. But by the time I take that, we'll have another +1 to my wisdom, meaning that the only way I can fail rolls at that point is to roll double ones.
Did that happen to you today?
Double wisdom 1, 2. Anything else, I roll above 3 and I can't get it. So my chance of failure is like less than 10%.
Anyway, guys.
Alright, man.
Alright,
Later.
take care.
Take it easy. Yeah, I'll see you guys later too.
Catch
Later.
man.
Good
Thanks
game.
for the game. Yeah.
No problem. Take it easy, guys.
Night.
Yeah, I think the whispers
They're gonna ignore you too.
all this
Just
shit rolls my wisdom, and every time I roll wisdom for like magic shit, it's terrible.
yeah, it's been depressing that how your god has just rejected you non-stop.
But I've been rolling wisdom for shapeshifting stuff, and I get like really decent rolls.
Hey, some kobolds are just better shapeshifters than others. God hates it.
That's why I have to go out into the world to get a little
There you go.
give it away.
I might pick another class, start and move. I was thinking of maybe taking one from Pyromancer and just get Flame Spark. I can throw a small fireball from my fingers, travels fair distance, and it explodes doing 1d6. Which I can see that being useful. And then just be like, oh, I made this contraption that lets me shoot flames out of my wrist. Like Spider-Man. I don't know. The other stuff is pretty focused on skills that I suck with.
Like next turn I can get three wins on the button. Turn after that I get +2 con bonus. Turn after that I get +1 dexterity bonus. I'm in pretty good shape here. I have a pretty rounded out character. And after that I guess I'll just win on strength. Better melee sort of thing.
I'm pumping up my intelligence, and I might get Violent Explosion. I'm gonna link what it says to you, 'cause this seems really good.
I get another spell.
So, bonus Pearson, that just goes through their armor, or is that like bonus damage on top of it? Pearson negates armor? Or?
No, instead of like instead of 1 piercing option, you just get like piercing plus whatever your hit is.
Yeah,
You have like a 3 modifier for your
I understand that much.
What
But what good is the Pearson? Like, what is it? It's just for armor?
negates armor. Armor negates.
Yeah, maybe not. It's a lot of armor negation.
I get another clear spell. And I get
What is... I'm not sure what this means. W2DX. When a bomb or explosion will deal damage to you or an ally, it does... It's supposed to say W2